this one right here, this is the best song on the album for me.
I remember late nights, pissy hallways driving me psycho. The money wouldn't come fast enough. We was back.
Do y'all hear that rhyme scheme?
The rest of y'all stuck in the rut. Niggas double cross and talk behind your back. See, that's where the knife go. I guess they wasn't fucking with us. Some niggas get the luck of the draw. For others, life is a dice roll.
And this is just Pusha T's verse. Like, we haven't even gone to that incredible chorus. We haven't even gotten to Malice's.
Go get a Glock 27, fit snug in the waistline. Both sticks came with the drum. I was 5'6", shoulder with a chip. Push a nigga to take mine. Index yank till it's numb.
Just when you think Pusha T has given you a verse of the year, Malice he just comes out of nowhere.
Used to call me Windex, cause this thing I spray gon' make you change minds. I done seen Hercules run.
I don't know if you've clocked it, but Pusha and Malice are using both an internal and external rhyme scheme here at the same time. So they're rhyming words within the line and also at the end of the line.
You don't know what I know. You ain't seen what I saw, no.
If you're not familiar with Stove God Cooks at this point, you gotta tap in. Because even though he didn't have a verse on here, which I was hoping for, he still made his presence felt.
You ain't been where I go. With a fetty so strong, you gotta back it with one eye closed.
This man has never missed on a chorus, ever. Like, go check the track record. This album's incredible. Highly recommend. Really vindicated my stance that I want to hear more 50+ raps. I know these older rappers have something to say.
Hey everybody, welcome to the page. Welcome to the page. This is your host here, Lord of Lips, with another installment of this live stream. This is part 2 of yesterday's stream. Shout out to that lady right there with the kind of breakdown on it was on the song called FICO on the Clip's new album, Let God Sort 'Em Out. And just in the midst of all the drama and all of the talk going on in hip hop and kind of in the world space, I haven't gotten to do a follow-up stream on this album. And I wanted to take the time to do that for the first little bit of this stream. So I do want to say that she did break that down pretty well, pretty good. I love FICO is probably one of my top 3 songs on this album, and it kind of changes day to day just on how I feel. Between FICO, Mike Tyson blow to the face, POV, and the title track. Well, it always changes. And even the intro track is really damn good too. Where the Clips are both rapping from a perspective of losing their parents. One, Pusha T, I think on the first verse, rapping about their mother. And then No Malice is on the second verse, rapping about their late father. So it's a really good intro song. Pharrell did a great, wonderful job bringing that song all together there. Now, I do know somewhere in the middle of the album, and I don't want to skip all over the place, I did have a little bit of critique for Pharrell on one of the songs that he had because outside of Pharrell having a few of those moments on the album where he tried to sing, I can't remember the exact song. I think it was on Inglourious Bastards or something. Pharrell did a killer job. I honestly think, as well as Pusha T and No Malice rapped on this, and Stove God with the hook, Tyler the Creator, Nas, Kendrick, great feature set list there on that album. I still feel like sometimes Pharrell stole the show, man. There was a few moments on the album, especially some of the beats, where I first heard them, and as they progress and the progression gets longer in the song and you hear it on loop, I'm like, God damn, this is a crazy ass beat, man. Like, this beat is so fire. So, shout out to Pharrell, who I think is the unsung hero of this album here. Obviously, we know he executive produced this album, but I think he's the unsung hero of this album. I struggle. I go back and forth on who out of the 13 tracks, I think it is. Let me see. Out of let's see how many tracks it is. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, out of the 13 tracks, I struggle knowing who got the better of who, man. I go back and forth, man. A lot of times I thought No Malice got Pusha T, but I have to give the slight edge to Pusha in the sense where Pusha always went first on the verse, and he came up with the idea of the hooks. And if you follow along, he's coming up with like the delivery that No Malice is going to come with behind him with on every song. Like I think of FICO, Mike Tyson blow to the face, how Pusha comes in, No Malice follows it up. And I don't know how they constructed it in the studio, if one laid the verse first or whoever, but just how the sequencing is and how we got the album presented to us. Pusha seemed to be the placeholder on like how the song was going to be structured, how they were going to deliver the song, where the hook was going to be laid, the placement, and obviously Pharrell had a lot to do with that as well. But I gotta give just me knowing Pusha, and No Malice is great in his own right as well. But Push is an underrated hook writer, man, a very, very, very underrated hook writer. And that hook on POV is crazy, man. The hook on POV is crazy. The hook on Mike Tyson blow to the face is crazy. Shane says he said he changed his name back to Malice again. Come correct. No, I thought he changed it back to No. Oh no, yeah, you're right. He changed it back to Malice. It was Malice when he was introduced to us. Then he changed it to No Malice, obviously, when he became Christian and started following God. And then now it's back to Malice again. And he said, "Come correct." But yeah, I struggle with knowing who got the better of who on these 13 tracks, man. For a long time, I thought Push or Malice got him on FICO, because that second verse, man, we seen this lady break this down, man. This second verse, I'm going to share it again. And I know it's going to shadow ban me for sharing this, but I just hit, and Stove got cooked. But this second half of the song right here.
Malice he just comes.
Your nigga to take mine, it's snug in the waist.
Malice is
Go get a Glock 27, fit snug in the waistline. Both sticks came with the drum. I was 5'6", shoulder with a chip. Push a nigga to take mine. Index yank till it's numb.
just when you think Pusha T has given you a verse of the year.
Index yank till it's numb.
He just comes. He just comes out of nowhere.
Used to call me Windex, cause this thing I spray gon' make you change minds. I done seen Hercules run.
I don't know if you've clocked it, but Pusha and Malice are using both an internal and external rhyme scheme here at the same time. So they're rhyming words within the line and also at the end of the line.
You don't know what I know. You ain't seen what I saw, no.
If you're not familiar with Stove God Cooks at this
You
point,
ain't been
you
where
got
I go.
because even though he didn't have a verse on here, which I was hoping for, he still made his presence felt.
You ain't been where I go. With a fetty so strong, you gotta bag it with one eye closed.
Like, this man has never missed on a chorus ever. Like,
Yeah, man.
go
So I think I almost want to say I'm pretty confident that this might be check out at Register 1, man. This might be my favorite song on the album, FICO. But let me see. But an underrated feature on this was Nas, man. I thought Nas really showed up. So shout out to Nas, all the Nas fans in the chat, all the old heads and stuff. We know Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang Forever is on tour. Nas has been on a nice little run, man, since 2019, 2020 with his King's Disease series and then the Magic series. And Nas seems to be in prime shape. And I think Nas showed up really well on the album. Now, as far as the features on the album, obviously the main course is Kendrick on Chains and Whips. That was not premiere, but it has a video to go along with it. And obviously that song got leaked a few weeks before the album came out, and they used Kendrick's namesake to roll this song out. So obviously just strictly off of namesake and what it's going to do. Chains and Whips, I think it is over 2 million views right now, sitting on YouTube. It's going to debut in the top 40, which is going to be the highest song probably debuting from this album. Shane says mine is probably Mike Tyson blow to the face and then FICO for real. Then when Bird sings. Yeah, everybody loves when Bird sings, and I think that pocket on Mike Tyson blow to the face is insane. That's what I said, bro. I don't know how Push. That's why I got to give Push a lot of the credit, because he seemed to be coming up with the flow and the delivery and the pockets that everybody was going to use on this. So some of the pockets he was hitting on this album, I was kind of like scratching my head, like, how did he come up with this, man? And there's a funny video I'm gonna share here in a second where, you know, they always got this funny thing out there with Push where it says like, man, he's rapping, and I've said this before, he raps kind of like he's in your house, but you don't know where exact room he's in, like kind of like Luigi's Haunted Mansion. Y'all remember Luigi's Haunted Mansion or Mario's Haunted Mansion or whatever it was called? And you would like hear voices in different rooms and shit, and it's supposed to be like super ominous and like it's supposed to drive you insane. That's how Pusha raps, and he always raps like he knows your deepest, darkest secret. But the unsung hero besides Pharrell in the project is Pusha's delivery in his pocket and his hook game, man. I think we sleep on this man's hook game. There is a lot of hooks in Pusha's catalog where I go back and I'm like, man, yeah, he's cold with the hooks. Shane says Malice's verse on So Far Ahead needs to really get more shine. He was talking that shit. Yeah, that last verse is crazy. That's the song. I said the title track. It's actually So Far Ahead. He rapped his ass off on it. That's one where I think he got the clear cut better verse than Pusha. Let me see. FICO, I'm still torn, man, because Pusha came on so crazy in the way, like I said, the way he delivered it and in the way how nasty he was in the beginning. I don't know, but then Malice comes in at the end and he's just saying crazier shit, man. He's saying more shit that had to contort my brain, and I had to really kind of like double back on the album, and I'm still catching shit like, golly. Mike Tyson blow to the face. I think Pusha smoked Mike Tyson blow to the face. Malice came in crazy and stuff like that, but I think he came in off key because so Mike Tyson blow to the face, they come in a cappella first, right? And that's how they set this up. They come in a cappella for the first like 30 seconds, no beat, and then they come in on like the two. They come in off beat. And Pusha smoked it. He caught the and it's like a Biggie impersonation, man. He smoked Mike Tyson blow to the face. Now Malice, he did the same thing. He came in a cappella, but I think if Pusha went 30 seconds a cappella, Malice probably went 35, 40 seconds a cappella, and then he came in on the two. It was just a little bit off to me. Like there was a spot where I thought the beat was going to drop because of Pusha's verse, where it didn't drop with Malice, and then he kept going a cappella, and then the beat dropped. But the verse was still fire. I just think Pusha rode that beat. Like it seemed like he had more control of that beat than it seemed like Malice did. They both smoked it, but Pusha really fucked that beat up big time. And then you got obviously the singles. That's another thing about this album. The singles were really, really well on this album. So Be It is a great. Somebody's calling it like a Islamic hip hop Islamic anthem. Because those strings in the way it's like sounds like it's in reverse. It almost sounds like you guys remember there's three songs I could think of that had reverse keys, like a reverse beat, and it makes it sound like really slurred. And in this song, So Be It does the keys, some of the chimes and stuff in the background does kind of give it this like Middle Eastern Saudi Arabia type feel to it. But I think of me and my girlfriend is just like real slurry. The beat is like real slurry. The mixing ain't really on point, and I think it's intentional. I think of Lust by Kendrick, and then I think of Vibrate by Outkast. Those three songs kind of give me the same kind of slurish feel that So Be It gave me. But yeah, those singles are really good. So Be It and Ace Trumpets. I still love Ace Trumpets. And outside of them being singles on the album, if you just listen to this album for the first time without knowing any of the singles, a lot of people can make the case that Ace Trumpets is still either their best performance or their favorite song. Shane says, I gotta give it the push, the edge on Mike Tyson blow to the face of FICO low key. Some niggas get the luck of the draw, for others life is a dice roll and waiting for faith ain't for us. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy because it's like, how are you talking shit, but how are you able to elaborate it so well? It's like you were born to talk shit. Pusha might be born to talk shit. He said, some niggas get the luck of the draw. For other niggas, life is a dice roll and waiting for faith ain't for us. Now Shane said, did you like the original So Be It beat or the album version? Well, to my knowledge, they changed it back to the original. I like I'm about to send invites. I like the original. I like the single that they gave. To my knowledge, Shane, correct me if I'm wrong, they changed it back because I thought there was some clearance issues when the album was being premiered and stuff like that. So they changed it back. Like when at least on my Spotify, it's back to how it needs to be. I didn't like the album version. When I was listening to it at midnight and it came out the way it did, I was just like, I like it, cool, right? Great verses and stuff, but it ain't that Islamic beat that we were used to on the single. So I'm glad that they changed that back. I did send invites to you guys, and whoever else would like an invite, ask for a request. But yeah, man, the singles on this, I think they stood up. And then let's talk about, before I get to, we got somebody in the chat. Brother, what's up?
Yo.
What's good? Homie Review is in the building. But have you listened to the album yet?
Nah, man. I really, really need to. This ain't even gonna be one of the albums I put off. I need to listen to this.
You do.
Because that I keep seeing that Malice verse of on when he's talking about his dad.
Brutal.
I keep saying it. Brutal is he is talking his shit. So
Brutal.
yeah, and everything I keep hearing about is fantastic. So I'm
it's an instant.
And I mean I've seen their like 3 of their lives. I watched half of their Tiny Desk.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched
great rollout.
Yeah, I watched a lot of their rollout to where like I already know they're talking shit. I know a lot of the choruses already.
Yeah, and you already know what Push is coming with.
Yeah, I've heard obviously the Kendrick shit a few times now. So I mean, but yeah, I need to listen to it all in order. And there's a few songs that y'all talked about that I haven't heard at all. So
yeah. Now I was gonna say I think they did a really good job at, like you said, they played that song that you're talking about where Malice talks about his dad and Pusha talks about their mom. They played that at Jimmy Fallon and somewhere else.
Yeah.
And at first I was just like, I don't know why they performed that one. I was like, I don't. But now, like the traction that it's getting, it makes so much sense to me because everybody's talking about that song.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about that song, and it's a great song. It almost is like a. This is no slight to Clips. I ain't even trying to slight them, but it almost seems like a B-side to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, like a song that didn't make My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And that ain't no slight to them. It's just that's how great My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was with songs, like not just rap verses, but the whole songs. Right. Because for real, like they have the hook and the birds don't sing, and it just sounds like a Kanye.
And when Malice his verse, I haven't even heard the chorus, but I've heard the whole Malice verse a few times, and starting at the second half of the verse, the crescendo goes up until the very end. The girls, the chorus at the back, and everything's it's hard as fuck. Yeah.
So again, like Pharrell, man, Pharrell is, like I said, he's the unsung hero. Since Pharrell isn't allowed to rap and get in the booth, this was his way of getting back. Y'all remember last year with the whole beef going on, Metro Boomin had to come up with the beats to diss Drake, and then he came up with the BBL Drizzy and shit. This is Pharrell's version of that because he was getting smacked all up a couple years ago because he was heavily involved in the beef and his chains being taken and all types of shit like that. But I think Pharrell made a statement here on this album that because a lot of people was calling Pharrell washed up for a long time now, saying that we wanted to get back to the old Pharrell with some nice beat banging shit, not this Kid Cudi weird eclectic Pharrell. Because we know Pharrell could get kind of off into La La Land, but the beats on here, man, spectacular. I got somebody else in the chat. Hold on. Glizzy Love. You there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yep.
We can hear you now for sure. You all good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Mic check.
You can hear me?
Yep, we can hear you good, loud and clear. Now, obviously, this album has been met with a lot of there's been a lot of controversy around this album. Not just the Drake thing, but just it leaking. There's some industry stuff. It did go. It is projected to sell 90,000, I think, and debuted at number 4 on the charts as far as albums sales and stuff like that. Do you guys think that this is now Hunter hasn't listened to it, but do you think just the traction it's gotten, the space that it's in, the conversation and stuff, is it a dub for Clips?
I think I'll be so off on numbers these days. Like I don't even be knowing.
Yeah,
I don't even be knowing like what
What's a
the
good
number
number?
is, and you know what I mean. But what I will say is, I love their rollout. I have appreciation for a rollout. I don't even
Yep.
seen a real rollout. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like to where you hit all the spots. You hit
Yep. Tiny
Jimmy's,
Dash,
Tiny Dash, Joe Budden,
Colors. Mm-hmm.
uh, Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Uh-huh.
Like it's been so. It was
The
refreshing watching
motherfuckers was
Jimmy.
at the ESPYs yesterday. I think.
Bruh,
Hold on, I gotta, I gotta
nah,
say
nah,
it.
go ahead.
I didn't like the ESPYs yesterday. Not the entire show. I'm talking about them on the ESPYs.
I didn't see them at that speech.
The
I didn't
crowd
like
wasn't.
I didn't like the Kendrick lick either. Like, come
Oh,
on.
me, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either. But outside of those two things, pretty perfect rollout. And a lot of people might have liked the ESPY thing. They performed grinding yesterday at the ESPYs. They came out to grinding, and then they performed "Birds Don't Sing" or some shit like that.
I didn't even see that.
And the only
But
thing is, it wasn't their crowd. You know what I'm saying? That's not
Right.
their crowd at all. And the crowd was like in their chairs, kind of like swaying back and forth, but they didn't stand up when they came out. They didn't get, you know what I'm saying? They didn't.
yeah,
do
they
what it was
didn't.
supposed
The
to.
parts didn't hit when it was supposed to hit.
Yeah. But
But that
I
could be
mean,
the same set for Shane Gillis's jokes too. Sometimes. So I mean,
Hey,
sure,
bro, so
but-
many times.
for sure. y'all want to talk about that real quick? Y'all want to talk
hold
about
on,
that?
bro.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
gotta
watch
give
it live.
you gotta give them more. What was you about to say about the numbers?
Oh, I was just saying, I was trying to encapsulate all of that and say, do you think it's an ultimate, like a W for them?
It's
far
a
as
dub.
the
huge
album?
one.
I don't care what the numbers are. It's a dub.
Yeah, it's
They're-
a huge one.
They exceeded any expectations. I feel
I
like.
agree. I agree. And this is their album got leaked last week.
Yeah, it's the most things that's been talked about. It's the only thing that's been talked about in hip hop the past whole week.
Yep.
Yeah, they've literally
that's a-
cornered the market and embodied it.
Yeah. Yep, that's a dub for them. No doubt about
And
it.
you know what was weird to me, and I said it last week or whatever day that was, is that it hasn't really been too much gas on the Kendrick verse, which I
Mhm.
like.
Mm-hmm.
And to the point to where I heard the leak initially. I heard like a snippet of it. I heard the shot at the shot, and so I didn't even listen to that song. I skipped it. 'Cause I'm like, I already heard this. I already
When
know
you
this
first
is
heard the
about.
album,
Yes, for the
Oh,
first
okay.
few times, and
You
then I
just like
double
the-
back, and I'm just like, hold on, bro.
yeah, because he
Oh.
smoked the verse and put just outside of the whole controversy with the verse and shit like that. Push's verse is crazy, man.
Push's verse is crazy.
Push's
This will
verse
be-
is crazy, man.
This will be
And-
Grammy nominated just off the hype.
For sure.
Yeah.
And the two things that I want to say is that that Grammy category is going to be tough next year. By the way, that's one. That's the first thing, because you're going to get this as eligibility. You're going to get GNX as eligibility. You're going to get.
I hear good things about well, it's isn't rap, but I hear good things about Bieber's album too, but I haven't heard it yet.
I'm not. I seen y'all say that, but I've seen people troll the album, and I don't know. We'll have to save that for. I don't want to speak out of my
I'm
ass.
gonna listen to that too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen to it for sure. I've heard a lot of people say it was good, bro.
I know that there's a couple singles on there that are good because I listened to them. But like I know from my hearing, there's a couple Drewski skits in there and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
So
saw
I'll
that.
have to see about the actual album and how it really listens all together. 40-50 minute album.
I don't think anybody does a better job of saying more with less than Push.
I agree.
Like their rhyme scheme is so simple. It's not. Oh, their rhyme scheme is not simple.
No, the rhyme scheme is simple.
Their rhyme scheme is not simple, but like you were saying earlier, their delivery and their concepts be so driven home. Like you can feel you can feel this on the song. They're like, okay, when we're going to this song, we're doing X.
Yeah,
And you can feel that as the listener, and that's what I appreciate.
That's a great point because you're exactly right. With them, like, okay, how do I paint this?
Very intentional.
Very,
And we know that about Push.
very
We
intentional.
know that.
And it's a different type of intentional that you get from them versus you get from somebody like Kendrick, who they leave stuff up for interpretation. Push and them have crazy concepts, crazy lyrics, but like you said, they beat it. They beat you up. They like drive it home. They literally drive it home to where they're talking crazy shit, but you understand it completely.
Exactly. Even them naming the title track, or not the title track, even them naming
Songs.
when birds sing, about their mom and dad, but they also, when I first saw the title track, I didn't think it was about their mom and dad.
Right.
But they purposely did that. They purposely put that number one. They purposely want that, and then they're like, "Oh,
right." And
here
then
we
you
go."
get it.
And then birds don't sing; they just stop.
Yeah,
Hey.
and that was old Johnny Boy, right?
That was Johnny. Yeah.
Shout out to John Legend, man, because that's a great little hook. I ain't gonna lie.
I saw somebody say that they didn't like John Legend on there, and I'm like, really?
Huh? Was he on another track? Because it can't be that one.
Nah, it was that one for sure. I think it might have been. I think it might have been B Mix that he didn't like. He said he didn't like John Legend on that, and I'm like, really? I don't know. I thought that was they bodied that.
No,
and a lot of people had complaints about them opening that album with that song.
I seen Maul say something about it because he said they kind of like sadden it. It's kind of like a sad song. I could see where
you could open or close the album with that song.
Yeah, you could. You really could. And I would have to really listen to it again to see. I don't even remember how it actually fits, that song, and then the next song, like because I think the next song is Chains and Whips.
Chains and Whips, yeah. They don't sit.
Okay, I would.
They don't sit. Technically, they don't, but they do.
Because
you can see the intentionality, they fit.
Yeah, I feel like it just fits. For some reason, when I hear the album, I can play. You know, an album's good when you know, like after your first couple listens or whatever. You know
what song's coming next.
You know what song's coming next. You know,
like in your brain.
Know, and you know that it's a song you could put in your car wherever and just hit play, and you can walk away. Now, Now I will say it's not even a critique. It's just a fair assessment of the album. I did not like 2 songs on this album. The only
I know it's one of the. I don't even got it downloaded.
What, Inglourious Bastards?
No, I hate Inglourious Bastards. But that's not the one. That's not the one.
Is it All Things Considered?
Yes, I hate that.
All Things Considered. That is Pharrell ruined that song. Pharrell, you shot. I don't know. You sabotaged a damn near perfect album. I ain't gonna lie, but
there's another Pharrell hook on here where I'm like, I think that Kanye would have been better on that.
Better on it. Mm-hmm. I just said before you got on here, I don't know if you heard me when Hunter was on. I just said on here that birds don't sing. That almost sounds like, and this is no slight what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
But it almost sounds like a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy throwaway or like a B-side.
I can hear that.
It really does. It really does. But yeah, outside of All Things Considered and Inglourious Bastards, which Inglourious Bastards I've listened to over and over because I don't remember that one being that bad.
The thing is, you know what it is? It's because it follows FICO, and that beat is so hard, and that delivery and cadence and everything on FICO. Where Inglourious Bastards, it comes in immediately, and it's just like
Pharrell's using those I don't like that.
Yeah,
beat. I don't. It don't. Like you said, it's not sequenced right. It don't fit right. And then All Things Considered, I think it is. That was the one with the techno thing at the end of it. Like it sounded like a Android or something. I didn't.
I delete. I'm not even dealing with it. I gave it a couple times. I said, you know what?
You got the version of the album you like.
Yeah, I'm cool. And did Nas's verse kind of felt a little like?
Did it felt flat to you?
Not flat. I like his verse. That's my favorite part of the song.
I like his verse. It almost sounded like I know they rolled Kendrick out as like the verse of the album. I think I love Tyler's surprise. Like I love that we got the surprise Tyler verse.
Yeah.
But the Nas feature, the way that beat is, it almost sounded like a championship match when they're introing a heavyweight champion to come out on stage. The beat change.
It's the beat. It sounds like a completely different song. I thought it was a completely different song.
And it's almost like weighing in at
Yeah.
And
he comes in.
Yeah. So
it almost sounds like something off of one of the King's diseases.
It does. It literally
sounds
does.
like something off one of the King's diseases.
It literally does. I agree. It literally does. So yeah, shout out to Clips, man. Shout out to the Clips.
Yeah. Go back and listen to that So Far Ahead verse, bro. If people haven't read that,
for sure.
Malice's So Far Ahead verse is the for shit sure. He was talking. He was getting his shit on, like his preacher shit, but on some other like.
Is that where's the one? Is that the one where you're talking about
That's the one where he flips the Bible a million different
He's
times.
talking about Jekyll and
Yeah. Yes.
yeah, man, he smoked that, man. And it's an
Bruh.
evil ass beat, man. He smoked that. Oh man, yeah. Shout out to
One
them,
other
man.
thing too, I do like that I can hear where Push learned to rap from.
Oh, from out, you could tell, you could see the lineage. You
Yeah,
can
I
definitely see
love
the
that.
lineage because
Even
Malice,
if he might be better than him in some ways, you can hear like,
yeah,
oh,
I would say Malice raps more effortlessly than Push. Push to me, he raps great. He raps great. He raps effortlessly too, but not as Malice seems like he's just spitting out like the lady said that I shared the thing. She said, "Man, every time you think that you heard a verse of the year contender by Push on the first, here comes Malice," and that's how I felt all throughout the album. I'm like, I was listening, and then I'm like, damn. I get through Push's verse, and I'm like, damn. And then I hear Malice, and I'm like, damn. Like he
it's
pops them
crazy.
over and over and over again. But
It's like I said, they was having a sparring match in there.
they was definitely having a smart match. They were
They
definitely
was having
having
a
a
sparring
smart match.
match.
But I do gotta, like I said, I do gotta give some flowers to Push as far as like he came up with a lot of the hooks on here. I just got a feeling he helped with the sequencing, and because it seemed like he was the one hitting the ball out of the park or setting up the because Malice followed Push's delivery on every song.
Every song. And the thing is, not only delivery, but they kept the same cadence each person,
all throughout,
which is crazy.
It's crazy
For an artist to do by themselves, but for you to go in and now you have to write after that.
Yeah, and you're able to do that. And you're able to do that. Yeah, it's very impressive. So
I was joking with my other boys, and he was just like, I just don't see it. I'm like, bro, you must have never tried to write a rap before.
Bro,
Like,
so hold on. So did he objectively listen to the album and he's saying he didn't see it, or he just is turning his ear like he's not?
No, he's objectively tried to listen, and like he's like, those beats are hard. Okay. I'm like, bro, you just, but no, not okay, because that's so.
I just wanted to know that he can hear. I wanted to know that it's not a bite. You know, like some people like that person may like Drake so much where it's like anything Pusha does or anything he's associated with is whack to them. I don't like people like that.
Yeah.
If he said that the beat was hard, it's like, okay, well, at least I know that he might be trying to listen.
Yeah, but that's like, nigga, I'll smack you. I know the beats is hard.
I think he ain't trying to hear Push, you know.
Yeah. And that's what he said. He said, I just don't like him. It's like, I mean, I get it, but you must never try to write a rap. Because if you listen to FICO and
I agree, man. And that's where the lost art of rap is, that a lot of people either haven't tried to write a rap or they don't really understand the art form. So they don't understand the degree of difficulty it is. I'll be blown away listening to certain rappers because I understand how hard it is to come up with a concept. Me, you, and Hunter talk about people with crazy concepts, not just in rap, but just in like jokes, comedy. We were like, how did you think of that, first off? Right. And then in rap, you have to literally go into a booth with a beat and then like figure out the pocket that you want to deliver this in.
Yep. And then there's people that go further with that. And I sent this to him too. I'm like, bro, if you don't talk about Kendrick, I'm like, because he doesn't understand he thinks Kendrick is woke music. I'm like, dog, I'm gonna show you why we revere Kendrick the way we do. And it was that verse on Chains and Whips.
Yeah.
I'm like, once he gets to that gem scheme, it's like, you
showing them the technicality of what this person is doing.
You bugged out. You can't do this. I don't care how many times you try to go into art. You can't do this. And I don't think Drake can do this.
No, there's a lot of people that can't. And that's where people have to respect the art form of rap, because it's a crazy, crazy art form. But yeah, shout out to Clips. Like I said, definitely album of the year contender so far. I think they might be leading the race when it comes to album of the year contenders. Travis Scott tried it. No bueno, Travis Scott. We'll be getting to your last. It's gonna go. We'll all listen to this Clips album again. Then we'll run the Bieber album. Then we might go back to GNX. Then we might see what Nicki's talking about. Then we'll listen to a little bit of somebody else, and then we might play Jack Boys, because Travis Scott, give it a break. I think Travis Scott, and I want to switch total gears here in a second, but Travis Scott unfortunately is falling victim to the classic case of oversaturation, where I think And the other thing that he's falling victim to is I think he's aging himself out of hip hop. His demographic is usually like 14 to 23-year-old white boys that are into like rave, hip hop and like, going to concerts and doing mosh pits and shit like that. And I just think as Travis Scott continues to get older and his base is getting older, you think from Astro World or Rodeo, which was 10 years ago now, to Astro World, which was 7-8 years ago now. So if your fans were 17, 18, 19, 20 at the time, they're 20 to 25 to 30 now. So I think his base is kind of getting a little bit shaky as far as his demographic on who he markets himself to with his music. So not a big fan, and I know he tried to like respond to Pusha on the album there. Weak sauce. You need to get Bun B or somebody to help you out with that. But I got this funny thing I want to play while y'all are both occupied. Y'all are both occupied with some fucking responsibilities. I'm gonna play this real quick, and we're gonna close this segment.
Hello?
I'm in the house like LL. Gave my soul to the kitchen, that ain't flour on no scales. I don't have fish fries, just fish scales. Would give you a hint, but only a snitch tell.
Hey, bro, I don't know what type of games you playing, but come on out.
Hey, bro, that's funny.
Hey, Push, quit playing, bro. I'm gonna use this bat and I'm gonna split your wig. You really gonna have a part between them braids. Hey, you're not in the kitchen. Hello?
Hide in the kitchen, I knows better. I could start a blizzard, grab coats for the snow weather. They in the closet, I'm in Louis V sweaters. They wanna be us, but the streets have my soul tethered.
Bro, what does that even mean? He said grab coats for the snow weather. He's in a Louis V sweater, which means he's probably in this closet. Hello? Hey, bro, stop playing.
I will be so hot.
Bro, where are you at?
I'm not there either, ain't that a bitch? I move weight like bows, come and follow the stench. I always heard talking white can make you rich. I was bathing them birds, now I'm showered with gifts.
Hey, yo, time out. I know your ass ain't in my bathroom.
Yeah.
Hey, nah!
Hey, shout out to him. That's a funny little skit, but that's exactly how Push.
Bro, that's funny. And the thing is that, but that's what the brilliance of Push is. He does that, but like a million times better.
A million times better. And he's really like he's like the Saul. He's like the Saul of hip hop. Like what do you mean? Like what do you mean you're doing mystery raps? She said Dijon produced and he's great. What which song? Which song are you referring to? Maybe she's talking about Travis Scott. I think she might be talking about the Travis Scott Jack Boy shit. I gotta hear.
I didn't even listen to that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Travis, I ain't feeling him lately, but I did. I guess I'm gonna switch gears here, man, and we're getting more out of the Nicki camp, and I got a Rock Nation official over here.
Oh, Ginger.
And I want to know what he thinks about Nicki Minaj's angle on trying to take down Jehovah.
She does coke.
now she does coke, right? She's not credible. She's not credible.
Coke. She's not credible. Nah, I mean, this is the thing. If I gotta be unbiased, this ain't the first time we heard Rock Nation does bad business.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, I feel like there's credence to what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Also, think she's delusional as hell.
Right, both things can be
Um,
true.
yeah, I mean, two things can be true. This is like the sixth person that we've heard now that I can think of, fifth person that I can think of that have come out and said, "Hey, I did this business with Rock Nation and my contract's a little fucked up."
Right.
LaRussell said that
Now,
they lowballed him the lowest
LaRussell?
he had.
LaRussell said
Yeah,
that?
yeah, fat LaRussell.
I didn't even know he had
Yep.
dealings with them. I did not know
Yep,
that.
he did it. He didn't sign with them. He said that it was one of his one of at the table. He said the deal was so laughable. He looked at them and said, "Are you serious?" He was like,
Damn.
I can't sign this."
Damn,
And
I didn't know that.
Hov and them, well, the lawyers pretty much told him, like, okay, well, don't sign anything.
Right. Listen, what we do know, and I'll get back to Nikki, what we do know with when it comes to Rock Nation and Ho, and part of Nikki's angle that she's not lying about is Jay-Z is the great puppeteer of the industry. Jay-Z is the great APAC of the industry, right? And that's where he does use he might use two different labels, two different artists, two different execs. He'll put them together while and I'm not saying he specifically, Jay-Z, I'm just talking about his team.
Yeah.
Because I've said this on this stream, every single stream, that LeBron James learns from the House of Hov. When I talk about Clutch Sports media tactics and stuff like that, they're baby.
Oh, she was talking about the Bieber album, she said.
Okay, the Bieber album. Do you think the Bieber album was good? Let me know if you've heard it and if you put your cosign on it. I'll definitely listen to it. If you, Mahadia, is supporting Justin Bieber's album, I'll definitely know to take a listen to it tomorrow morning. So let me know. But yeah, like I'm saying with Hov, that is one thing that we do know, that he's not going. The genius in Hov, outside of a million other things that he's just genius with, is his strategy is the complete opposite of what LeBron's strategy is, right? Hov is not going to respond. We were shocked when we remember just a few months ago when the what do you call Tony Buckley?
Scamby. Tony Scamby.
When Scamby came out and tried it, but Hov and Fox. We were shocked. It was a big deal in hip hop and on this stream because he got Hov to respond. Remember, immediately we were like, hold on, wait, what? Because Hov we know the joke about Hov and Beyonce is they sitting on their mountain, they sitting in the air and they looking down at all they let shit fly. And which is a great media strategy, a great PR strategy, especially when you're at that level. You can't spend your day on the internet responding to all the fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how many rumors and false shit that there is out there about Jay-Z and fucking Beyonce?
Right. Right.
So
so he got him to come out.
He got him to come out. And so as far as like you said with the LaRussell thing and anybody else that has issues with Rock Nation and maybe a bad contractor, they didn't get what they thought all that stuff. What we do know, my whole point in all this is that Hov ain't gonna respond publicly.
This is the thing too. I think people get it fucked up. Like, okay, Hov does talk all this man of the people stuff, but Hov is an apex businessman.
For sure.
And he don't approach any dealing with LaRussell, anybody else, as in I need you. You know what I mean? So the deal ain't gonna be like a favorable deal. I don't know, like, he's still a businessman at the end of the day. So if he can get over, he's gonna get over
at his core. And as we see, this doesn't just stream to the hip hop space either. Nessa has come out. Colin Kaepernick's wife. We all know Nessa. And she's now trying to attack. Nikki done tagged her in, right? Nikki done tagged Nessa in, and now there's a whole firestorm. And I will say, it is getting so loud that there might have to be some sort of response from Rock Nation. Nikki is doing a great job. I got to give Nikki credit at this. Outside of now, here's where Nikki's going to fall short, is the attacking of SZA. The attacking of SZA is going to drown out some of her legit claims that she's having about Desi Perez, Rock Nation, the puppeteering that's going on. What is going to happen is she's going to lose her train of thought, and she's going to be consumed with this SZA thing. and she's gonna lose all credibility on some of the legit shit she might have a grievance about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the shooting herself in the foot of
And
winning money.
that's the school of Kanye West.
That's the school of Kanye West. That's literally Kanye West in a nutshell. It literally is. It's like, damn, he said 9 good things, but that one thing that you said is so damn delusional.
Yeah. And I saw SZA message back. I saw her respond. It was either I saw it today, but it could have been from last night or whatever.
Yeah,
she was just pretty much like, "Girl, I don't know what made you tripping off."
I don't know what you're on. And like I said, and I want to tell some jokes about this situation because I got plenty of jokes. Because man, you talk about the pot calling the kettle black, and I'm not here throwing out rope for SZA because, like I told y'all, she got one of the. There's nobody that I've ever been more irritated with. Now we know Janet Jackson played with her. We know all these people, Lil Kim, all these people. And in the black community, it's always been kind of like a mundane thing where we're like, oh my God, a black artist, a black sexy woman gets on, they blow up. After their first album, they get surgery. It happens all the time. Summer Walker, list goes on and on and on. And in the black community, we're always just like, come on, like why? But listen, I'll be the first on the line to tell y'all SZA has a botched BBL. I don't like. I've called her a whale. I've called her a hippo, and I am a huge SZA fan in all aspects. I love her music. I love her artistry. I love her ambiance. I love her appearance. I loved everything about SZA, and I'm not a fan of her surgery. But you know, I don't want to. I'm not using my platform to sit around talking about their bodies and stuff like that. But I almost think like, are we in the upside down world where Nicki Minaj gets to like body shame people in 2025?
Right.
She's the poster child. She's literally the poster child for people that was being body shamed in 2010. Like it was literally for years, she was being attacked and slandered for her nasty ass fucking nasty BBL she got.
But the thing is, and you know this, we've already talked about it. The reason why she didn't attack her BBL, she didn't even attack her freckles. She attacked her insecurity.
Yeah, and she's doing a great job at
it. That's what she's doing, and that's why she's not. She ain't said nothing else.
Yeah,
other than her freckles, because she knows.
She knows a fake gypsy.
She knows those are the things that hit SZA to her core. SZA hates those pictures. You know, SZA hates those pictures.
Bad. SZA goes around. She be begging people to take shit down and get it off the internet and shit. She's really insecure.
Yeah, so that's what Nicki's attacking her. It's not body shaming, she's insecurity shame.
And this is why there's so many angles, man, about this beef that to me is real weird. But I mean, like I said in yesterday's stream, my advice definitely isn't for SZA. I was shocked that SZA finally responded. Now, SZA, like I said, she has been on tour, so she does got a legit claim on why. Nicki, that Monday or Tuesday exchange that they had, Tuesday or Wednesday exchange that they had, I think it was Tuesday, SZA signed out and said, I got to go on tour, right? Nicki kept going all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday. SZA responded yesterday. I was kind of shocked when SZA responded yesterday. Now, SZA responded by basically posting the text message thread between, I think, Nicki Minaj and Punch or somebody in TDE's camp.
Some manager or something.
And basically alluding to the fact that, like, come on, Nicki, stop just saying shit out of your ass like you don't know me, you don't know none of my songs when you're sending feature requests and shit. And then SZA also put in her tweets that, you know, she quoted, you know, the super bass or the bass, the lyrics in Feeling Myself with Nicki Minaj and Beyonce. SZA wrote a line in there that Nicki Minaj ended up using. So I was kind of shocked to see SZA respond because that just adds fuel to the fire. Nicki can go on for another 2 days because of that. But I definitely don't recommend SZA getting in the internet battle with Nicki Minaj, who has really thick skin. We know that Nicki Minaj is from Queens, and she likes to roll around in the mud. Now, the one thing that I have noticed just in future past beefs with Nicki Minaj is she's kind of like Kanye West. If you punch Nicki Minaj and Kanye West a certain way and you punch them hard enough, you are able to get them to back off and kind of scurry away. We've seen it with Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj, with Sheether. We've seen the Zilla Banks Nicki Minaj spits her spat. We've seen Lotto respond to Nicki. We've seen Glorilla respond to Nicki. I mean, not Glorilla. There was one of the City Girls a while ago had beef with Nicki. Nicki has literally beefed with every single up and coming female rapper that there ever was, and that's where Nicki loses a lot of credence. And now this is different because she's beefing with a songstress. SZA is an R&B songstress, a songwriter, and it's going to be hard for SZA to be able to keep up and have the endurance to go back and forth with somebody like Nicki Minaj. It just is. And Nicki's best angle is going to continue to be to attack SZA's insecurities, like Shane said. If she could continue to attack SZA's insecurities and put the spotlight on SZA's response or lack thereof, people are going to be able to look at SZA in a certain light. So the internet.
She says she sings and looks like she got stung by a bee.
She called her a yodeling bitch. It's like, really, bro? Really? And this is all allegedly. This is all potentially over a miscommunication. SZA may or may not have dissed her. I don't know yet. Retrograde did start today. So hopefully with retrograde starting today, people can kind of back off. People can get back in the right mind and kind of, cool out a little bit. But yeah, I can't lie and say Nicki ain't been funny so far. She's definitely been funny this whole time. But I wanted to throw it to the viewing audience out there. I think it's a legit. I knew this time would always come. I knew we're on a collision course with a YMCMB TDE clash. And earlier this year, I also said we're on a collision course with Atlanta artists, the Southern artists being tapped into this beef. This beef is not over. We're in the middle of this beef. And essentially, SZA is having to take some of the shots that I think Nicki wants to send Doechie's way, if we're just being realistic on what's really going on. Nicki wants to attack Doechii bad. She just hasn't come up with an angle yet. Doechii hasn't said the right thing or the wrong thing. And she doesn't have the avenue to be able to attack Doechii. But I can go ahead and say you could bet your bottom dollar that Nicki wants to attack Doechii, and she has an issue with Doechii's iteration of herself. Because Doechii has been heavily influenced by somebody like the likes of Nicki Minaj and Missy Elliott and kind of that form of rap and stuff like that. And I think Nicki does have some smoke somewhere out there for Doechii. But I think that Nicki's going to set herself a trap. That my prediction is that Nicki's going to set herself a trap. Really, the overall sentiment on what Nicki is doing has kind of been mixed. A lot of people who side with Drake and YMCMB have come out in the woodworks in support of Nicki Minaj because they just love hearing SZA slander, because we know SZA has been maybe like the Trojan horse of the beef, allegedly. And I think that Nicki Minaj is trying to assume or assimilate the Barbs and the OV Hoes together against SZA. And what better way to do that, with two different fractions than having a common enemy? And because there's really been a rift between OVO, Drake's camp, Drake's whole thing, and Nicki Minaj's camp. There really has been a long rift between them. We haven't seen them really ironclad together. Now, I will say Nicki Minaj has been stepping for Drake more than Lil Wayne has or anybody else has. Nicki has been a little bit more public in defense of Drake. But we haven't seen them publicly or on a mainstream level kind of have that same chemistry that they've had in the early 2010 era. But we'll see. But I think Nicki is doing a good job at trying to get Drake's camp and her delusional Barbs together to attack SZA. And that's where you're seeing a lot of the hate train for SZA. But outside of that, a lot of people are sick of Nicki Minaj's antics. A lot of even her former fans and stuff like that are sick of her antics because from their vantage point, it's like, oh my God, another female artist that Nicki Minaj is attacking. It's like clockwork. So we'll see. We'll see. I think there's a TDE artist, a female artist named Lola something that's come out the woodwork. Nicki Minaj has tagged the feds and the CIA saying that Mac Wap has threatened her and that violence is being discussed and stuff like that. So we'll see how far they take this. But I do want to say that Nicki Minaj's attempt to shine a light on what's going on with Roc Nation and Desi Perez, who is allegedly a CIA asset. Her attempt in doing this and trying to draw a case and build up a case that Jay-Z may be a part of a CIA informant, like infiltration ring in hip hop. Her attempt in doing this is going to fall on deaf ears if she continues to attack SZA. And I know she wants to because they're saying TDE is like Roc Nation's little minions. And we've seen this a mile away that it seemed like, it seems like you got UMG as the umbrella, and it seems you got Roc Nation, and then it seems like you got TDE, PG Lane under Roc Nation, are kind of taking some liaison, some advice from Hove and his team. And then you see the whole Young Money situation, the side of it, right? With the Lil Wayne Super Bowl situation where there was a lot of backlash for Wayne not getting the Super Bowl. Nicki Minaj going on a rant a few months ago about Wayne not getting the Super Bowl. And then you got the Drake UMG situation, Drake and Hove situation. There's a lot of that underlying going on in this whole tit for tat. But again, Nicki Minaj, I think it's gonna fall on deaf ears if she continues to attack SZA, because instead of it being about her overall sentiment and her overall point about what's going on at Roc Nation and Tidal and her bad contract that she may have gotten, it's going to turn into Nicki Minaj hating on another female artist. And Nicki Minaj, at this point, you're 43 years old, and you've given us, we're going on 15 years in the game. And like I said yesterday, man, when that man comes and taps your shoulder off the musical chair, it's time to get up out of the musical chair. That's just the way this thing works. And if you want to go kicking and screaming, well, that's just going to be how they write you and how we remember you in the end. So it's kind of your choice there. But that's really all I got to say when it comes to the Nicki Minaj and SZA situation for now. Now let the jokes fly. I don't mind the jokes at all. I think the jokes are pretty funny. I don't think SZA seems to be really she's pretty insecure. So what she continues to do is post her accomplishments and her achievements. And like I was getting ready to say earlier, what I want to throw to the viewers out there is that I wonder if, or not I wonder if, but I want to ask you guys how you guys feel. I think that at this junction in SZA's career, there's a great case to be made that she definitely has the better catalog, right? But if we were to do a versus between her and Nicki, I think SZA might get her. I think SZA can get her fairly easy. Nicki Minaj has had some Billboard chart topping, top 10 songs and stuff like that, but they've been shit like Starships and Boom Boom Bass, Super Bass, and songs like that like if you really play today, it's like we don't want to hear that shit, and they didn't age well. Now SZA has songs like there's not a song in Nicki's catalog I think that she's gonna be able to do anything with Snooze. She's not gonna be able to do anything with Snooze. Let me really look here. She's not gonna be able to do anything with a Snooze. She's not gonna be able to do anything with a Kill Bill. She doesn't have that. She hasn't had that creative peak in her. A song like Good Days. Nicki can't do nothing with Good Days. Nicki can't do nothing with no Good Days. She can't do nothing with no Shirt or I Hate You, right? And then you got songs like All of the Stars. We ain't even talking about any of SZA's features. And then on her first album, a song like Love Galore, Nicki, and again, it's different. It's a lot different because Nicki is mainly a rapper who went kind of pop, and SZA is a songstress. But I don't even know the Nicki song, man, that for me, on a song-by-song basis, is fucking with a Love Galore, a Drew Barrymore, The Weeknd, Broken Clocks, anything like that. I don't see it. So for Nicki I think Nicki's barking up the wrong tree when it comes to SZA. Now she may be able to attack her the character SZA portrays. She may be able to attack her appearance and some of SZA's insecurities, but I don't think she's really able. I don't think she has a leg to stand on when she tries to talk about I don't think she is able to. I don't think she has a leg. Sorry, I got to send out another invite. I don't think she has a leg to stand on when she's talking about just pure catalog and pure song making ability. SZA's the wrong tree to bark up for you, Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry, you're not in SZA's. You're not in SZA's league at all.
Malice said it ain't steep enough. The scale don't lie. You don't even us.
Exactly.
That,
Exactly.
I can't get up.
When I was just
I
talking,
can't
were
get
you
up.
able to hear every single thing I was saying?
Yeah, yeah. I was listening.
Damn, I went on like a 10-minute rant.
Yeah, I was listening.
Do you? While I got you here, while I'm waiting on Hunter, do you think song for song? I'm trying to think because I want to give Nicki some credit because I do know that she's been in the game so long that I'm forgetting a lot, and I know
Let's
that.
go to the beach. Beach, let's go get away. Hey, what you want to say? One of things? Nah.
I mean,
Get on the floor.
Nicki got some. Nicki had some. She was in the club, man. The songs with Trey Songz and go get my Louis down, slagger.
Nah. She's become a caricature of herself.
She definitely has become a character of herself, and that's where she's
cooked.
going off. Yeah, she's cooked. But
that's where you can't do as an artist. You can't. You said it the other day. Perfect. She became the Heath Ledger Joker.
Yep. She's literally stuck in her method acting. She's literally stuck in that character.
Mm-hmm.
But as I threw it to the viewing audience out there, and they can leave comments as they watch it and stuff. Do you think that they're in the same weight class when it comes to song like catalog or songs that they've released to the public?
That is one of those weird things, bro, where it's like the star power is there, but the body of work isn't. And it's flip-flopped on the inverse. You know what I mean? Like, I think Nicki might walk into a specific crowd and maybe get a bigger pot than SZA would. But once the songs start playing, it would be on the flip.
I agree 100%.
It would be on the flip.
Hunter says he was on the front line in 2018 saying Nicki was delusional. Yeah, with that King Kong shit that she was trying to do. Yeah, I agree. And I mean, and I do want to clarify something for a lot of people now. Nicki's making the claim that SZA isn't an icon, isn't international.
That's not fair.
It's not fair at all because I think that we're not telling this story truly correctly. The grapple or the grasp SZA has had on these city girl, like post 2018 girls from 2018 to now females, that's SZA.
Mm-hmm.
SZA has spearheaded all of that before the city girls, before Summer Walker, before all of these girls. SZA spearheaded that with her debut album. And you're not going to tell me artists like Glorilla, Lotto, JT, Sexy Red, all of them, and their fans don't know SZA. They all know SZA. And I think Nicki is she might be aging herself. Now, if you tell me like, could SZA really like if you go outside of the country and stuff like that, people don't be knowing SZA by name because she has such a unique name. But like you said, once the records start coming on, people are like, oh, yeah.
Yep.
And that's where I think Nicki is a little bit short-sighted here. But I mean, I can't make the case that obviously SZA's more iconic than Nicki Minaj. That's delusional. She's not even close. It's Nicki fucking Minaj, right? But like you said, I think song for song, pound for pound, man, it ain't.
I think it would be a knockout, drag out fight.
It would be.
And that's. I'm really trying to think, bro, and give her some
easy wins. I don't know.
I don't know the easy win. What is the easy win?
Because even the song like "Feeling Myself" with her and Beyonce, it's like that was good in the moment, but it's so 2014.
And you keep saying that, I can't even think what that song is.
I'm feeling myself. You know,
She's on that?
Pussy on flick. Nicki snapped. Yeah.
I can't.
I'm feeling myself. And then she had the song. Nicki did have the song with Rihanna that I fucked with, man.
What's the one song that all the girls rap?
From Nicki?
Yeah.
You gotta give me a line. I mean, shit.
It's the one that all the girls rap.
I know one. I mean, I would get back to what
Oh,
you're going to say.
Monster.
Oh,
The girls love
Monster.
Monster.
See, but
Yeah.
Monster is one of them. Monster is one of them cult rap songs, right?
Yeah,
You
for
know what
sure.
I'm saying?
But that is one of the ones that the girls will rap bar for bar. I've seen it.
Okay. I can't say
That's
that.
one of the ones that the girls will rap bar for bar, and I'll be like, "Wow, you know
Okay,
this?" And they'll be like, "Bro, I didn't even
I
think
can't
of
say
it."
that I've seen that, but I
Yeah.
do know it's one of the. It's still recognized as her greatest verse.
I
Monster.
understand y'all acting like Nicki didn't run shit for a long time is nuts. That's not what that means.
No, we ain't saying that at
That's not what
all.
that means at all.
Nah, I can't make that claim. I was just about to rap the song. Trey, and thinking in the bottle of rose.
Well, Rose,
Okay, let's get it now.
I'm in the
Keys in
bad
the
bitch.
bin.
Keep it up, man.
There's a keys to the bin.
Keys to the bench. Keys to the bench.
Hey,
Keys to the
go get
bench.
my
And I'm in the house like that. Keys to the
swagger.
bench. And see, I'm sorry. I'm really such a
Such a
lady.
lady. I
But
rep
it's
Young
like
Money, you know, Slim. Baby, I like that part. And we be repping lady that screaming
all around the world.
world. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
What
And she
song is
might be
that
able to put up.
called?
She might be able to put up a fight that round.
Yeah, bottoms up is a hard out. But
That's
it's
the
like, but it's so, like you said, it's so different because the two different type of artists. Because SZA's combating that with shit like Snooze. It's like, how do you compare bottoms up to Snooze?
And I don't even think SZA has to pull out Snooze for that.
No, she don't. Not for that song.
Yeah, she could make a fight with 20 something.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Like,
And then he said they still play that wax song at Neds for sure. Bottoms up, Nicki slid on bottoms up. I ain't gonna lie. The chord,
I don't think I want to be anywhere they're playing bottoms.
Nah, yeah, the Trey Songz verse, Trey Songz part is whack, but Nicki slid on that. That's a good little feature.
What's the Nightmare on Elm Street? And guess who's playing Jason?
That's the ludicrous bad bit, something bit.
Straight up, my bitch bad. That's what I'm saying. Like those songs are so dated.
They're so
I don't want to
dated.
I don't want to be anywhere where my bitch bad better than yours.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, me either. My bitch bad.
It's like
good. It's like yeah, Nicki got a lot of dated songs, and I feel bad because I can't front on Nicki's talent. She got, like you said, the method acting, the delusional characters that I talked about yesterday. I mean, she really got schizophrenia. We know that. And then you tackle schizophrenia with a little bit of fucking coke, and you got kind of
yeah.
But I can't say I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say that Nicki didn't have the run that she has. She's not the star that she is. But I will say since Cardi's been on the scene, Nicki she's been more of a social media figure than she has been an artist.
We can just say Nicki's music hasn't aged well.
It hasn't aged well at all. And
Nicki's music just hasn't aged
and
well.
she don't even have the output, is what I'm saying. She don't even have the output no more. Nicki hasn't dropped an album since we was doing our last podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's so busy attacking people on social media the last 4 or 5 years that like she ain't even kept up with. We have to rely on your old shit, which is dated.
Yeah. And like Hunter just said, her songs are dated for real, but she had shit on a lot for 7-8 years. Yeah, but like it don't age well.
Yeah, it didn't age well. It just didn't age well, Nicki.
Talk about bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah.
You would.
Her best bet is, like I said, to keep the jokes flying. I think she needs to start making it to a minimum with the SZA shit. She needs to start doing like little jabs here and there. But her best bet is to reel up off of SZA a little bit and try to find an angle to attack Doechii. She wants a rap beef so bad. She wants to attack Doechii. He said like high school is
Fly in high school. I can't think of how high school goes.
I don't remember Fly. That's just all.
Yeah, you do. Fly is
High School's a good song. High School's a good song. And in like school, me and my crew, we could slide through it. Hey, that's a good song. But again, it's a mismatch to me. It's a mismatch in the paint.
Yeah.
SZA makes actual songs. She's a writer. And some of SZA's biggest songs are so profound.
Nicki needs to like Barty gang. Yeah, I mean like Cardi B.
You gotta bark up the rapper girl tree.
There you go. That's
like SZA. I mean, Nicki, you have never been Rihanna, you have never been Beyonce, and you have you're not SZA in the sense. Now you're a bigger star than SZA. You're not a bigger star than the other two, but Fly with Rihanna. Yeah, Fly was good. Okay, that was the song I was thinking about earlier. I came to win, to fly. I was a Nicki. Listen, man, I was a bard for a little bit. in the early 2010s, man. I fucked with Pink Friday and all of that shit early on, but
And Roman's Revenge.
Roman's Revenge, delusional ass bitch. But
like a dungeon
like a
dragon.
dungeon dragon. Right. But
And it's just like that don't age well, bro. God damn. Like, wait, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I don't want to be nowhere where rough run like a dungeon dragon comes on.
at all. Well, I do. 'Cause I like that. That's kind of like
No, you
weird.
don't. No, you don't.
That's kind of like weird emo, kind of black girl emo shit.
Maybe. Some other shit, that's for sure.
But yeah, do you think? How do you think that this ends? Not the scissor spat, but kind of like Nikki's angle with Desi Perez. Does Nikki get the job accomplished?
No. No, that's the thing I love about 2025. We are so done with Kanye West, Nicki Minaj. Like, we just like swat these flies away. And it's just like, stop. Like, we are so done.
He said no.
We let them have their episode, and then we go on about, we course correct, and everything is assumed as usual.
And we're like, what did I miss?
Like, you're right. It's
when they're done with their episode, we're like, what did I miss?
Right. They have their flare up, and then like we go back about our business. That's the thing.
It's sad, man, because like, listen,
it's really not, bro. It's really not, bro. Because this is the thing. I'm so sick of people tarnishing their own legacy.
Me too. It's irritating.
I'm sick of it.
It's irritating. But
John Jones went on that stage last night and pissed me off.
Oh, what did he do?
That fake ass skit. Him and that girl came out there, and she was like,
at the ESPYs?
Yes, bro. Pissed me off. They was like, they came out on the stage, and she was like, "So, John, are you retiring?" And he was like, "Well, I did, but everybody likes a good comeback story, don't they?" Ha ha ha. And it's just like, bro,
it was cringe
as fuck, dog. So I'm done with people tarnishing their legacy. If you don't care about your legacy, neither do I.
Well, hold on, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on John Jones here, real quick. But walk me through. Was he alluding to him? Like, was he just playing with the idea of coming back?
He came out of retirement.
Like officially?
Like it's official. Yeah, it's official.
Oh,
he did it he did it before the ESPYs, and then they had a skit during the ESPYs. Like
I didn't know that. Where have I been?
Bro, the skit's awful, bro. It's literally like a 10-second skit with some girl, I don't know who it is. And she was like, "So, John, you was retired, right?" And he was like, "Well, I was, but everybody likes a good comeback story, huh?"
Damn, I didn't
know
that.
He pointed to the crowd and was like, "Don't you? Don't you?" And it's just like, bro, you are John fucking Jones.
He was retired as long as Ho was.
Less. Although I think John did that and we don't gotta stay here, but I just think he did that to get the belt up off of him and the pressure up off of him. Because every day, every day it was like, "Where you at? What are you doing?" Every day. So I feel like he just did that to get it up off of him.
What, the retirement act or him coming out of retirement?
No, the belt, because he was holding up the division.
Oh, okay.
Not fighting, and what's John Jones doing? And, you know what I mean? So he's like, "I'll come get the belt back again if I want."
Right.
And he just kind of relinquished. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Got it.
So
Hunter said, "Well, SZA needs to start drawing her freckles on." And
LeBron don't move my needle. That's the difference.
Did you hear about Shane Gillis's ESPY speech? I heard he roasted them all. Shane always lets LeBron off the hook. Yeah, Zach, I'm glad you mentioned that. Because we obviously all have heard. I watched Mr. Gillis's ESPY speech. Here's the thing. I fuck with Shane Gillis just as a complimentary figure. I've never really been wild about him individually. I never this whole mantle that he's been kind of running with in the white comedian world that he's like the funniest guy. I've never ran with that because I don't see it. He's not my type of funny at all anyway. But I do have to give credit where it's due. And he did have a couple of stingers yesterday. He had a couple of stingers.
I was about to say, out of that crew, he's the funniest to me. It's him and Theo Vaughn.
For sure. Give me the crew. There's Bert, Theo.
Well, I mean, it's Joe Rogan and friends.
Yeah, Joe Rogan and friends.
It's Bert. Y'all's guy, what's his name? Tim Dillon.
Tim Dillon. He's not funnier than Tim Dillon.
I think so, but we don't got to go back and forth. This is what I think. But like you said, it's just two different types of comedy. Like I've never laughed at Tim Dillon at one time, but I'd be weak as fuck at Shane Gillis.
Well, that is crazy.
And I'll be crying at Theo Von. But I mean, they just do two different type of things.
For sure.
Tim Dillon is more like a funny talking head.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like he's a orator. Like he's a long jokes coming way down the street type thing, which is cool. But I mean, what do you say? But Tony bug me be gone. Bug be gone. Bug me gone. Yes. But not the most. I don't know what this thing is talking about. But
Tony bug be gone.
Yeah, that I was crying, bro, at that Shane Gillis thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hunter says Mark Norman is way funnier than Theo Von. I'll give Theo Von. I think.
Didn't we see Mark Norman?
We've seen Mark Norman.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't.
Tim Dillon.
I mean, this is the thing: is comedy is comedy. Comedy is you only find what you find.
Okay,
funny.
we got 2 Tim Dillon fans in the chat. Okay,
Tim Dillon's never made me laugh, not one time.
Damn, man. Do you be watching his weekly shit, man? A little bit.
I've tuned in a couple times to just try to see what the fuss is about, but I mean, it's just not my shit. That's the thing about comedy. Is,
like you said, I think he's a better orator than all of them. I think Mark Norman has the better one-line zingers. He's more like Mark Norman's more like he's an insert comic. He in a conversation he'll say like little insert shit where it's funny. Shane Gillis, I don't know what I would classify his comedy as. I don't know. I'm trying to. Is he like he's more like a Bill Maher to me, or like a Bill Burr?
Nah, he's not Bill Burr. But I don't know. It's like an awkward, like the way he stands there and holds the mic. Like I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. Andrew Schultz is the literally least.
He ain't even come up in my brain. He didn't even
at all. Not at all.
Yeah, I don't like Andrew Schultz.
And this is the thing. Andrew Schultz is irritating, annoying, and not funny.
And cocky.
Like I'll punch you. Not funny.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Andrew Schultz can't read a room, I don't think. Which is ironic for a comedian.
Yeah. I agree. That's exactly what it is. He really can't read a room.
Exactly. Insult comic. But guess what happens when you're an insult comic, you're not funny.
He's so cocky and full of himself that when the vibes is off and he knows he can't read a room,
he doubles down.
He'll try to double down and flip it on the room as if like, oh, what? You guys don't think I'm funny? And then keep going.
Right. And then they'll run with the thing like, oh, people can't be funny in comedy no more. It's like, you can if you're funny.
We just don't think that your offensive comedy is funny sometimes, dude.
Yeah. Maybe you should try a different lane.
But, back to kind of Shane Gillis. I think, like I texted last night, I think he had a gold mine yesterday. With it just kind of being like at the ESPYs randomly and stuff like that, it gained more traction. Somebody hit it out of the park when the announcement of them doing this versus the reaction of what he did is bigger. So the reaction, we're following his jokes today, right? We're not talking about the fact that he hosted the. If he talked, we would just be talking about, oh, well, Shane Gillis did the ESPYs. That was kind of dope to him, but not talking about the content. We're talking about the content. And that's how you know. Now the Hummer Review wants to join because we talking about and not for nothing. Like I keep saying it, but because it was so glaring, I'm like, how are y'all not laughing? Like this shit is hilarious. Like them jokes wasn't landing. They were awkwardly. The crowd was awkwardly trying to. They were trying to They were trying to figure out the temperature.
But some of the jokes weren't even that crazy. Like the Epstein one was kind of like, ha ha, should we laugh? The Diddy one was kind of like, ha ha, should we laugh? But he even said, like me and Hunter was saying earlier when he was like, the Cowboys are here tonight. Just kidding, they suck. Go Birds. And nobody laughed, but I was at home crying because that's my type shit. But it's just like, I don't care if y'all think it's funny. That's hilarious.
I think the most underrated little bit he did, the most underrated joke he did was that WNBA thing. Did y'all see that?
That was hilarious.
That's funny.
Where he at? That was Matt McCusker's wife, bro. That shit was hilarious.
He said, I just wanted to point out that nobody knows any WNBA.
That's funny. That's some shit. That's some little buddy.
Buddy,
what you doing on camera, dude? You sucking on
Speaking
daddy.
of, real quick, speaking of WNBA women, did I one of the weirdest flexes on the whole Clips album? Or wait, was that the Clips album? Or am I tripping?
I don't remember
Oh,
the
never mind,
WNBA.
never mind. It's the Benny album. Benny had a line like, "They think I'm lying that my
The
wife makes more than a
WNBA.
WNBA wife," and
Hey.
it's like, wait, was that a flex?
Wait,
They make
what did
like
he say?
they make like 40 grand a year.
I would hope so. Zach said Shane Gillis was on SNL after the election, and it wasn't funny at all. He's been on there several times, and I never found it funny. Yeah, he
That's
caught a lot of flack from that.
that's because he be bashing the right wing.
Yeah, he caught a lot of flack for that. But I mean, y'all think he struck gold with this?
For sure.
Oh, Shane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just when he was on SC, I'm like, man, it's really crazy, bro. Like, I've been rocking with Shane Gillis for like maybe to 2020, 2021 now, but like seeing where he's came, and he can thank Joe Rogan, but I mean, he's a household fucking name now. Like he's like, I'm not going to compare him to saying he's as big as Kevin Hart, but like at a certain point in Kevin Hart's career, like say in 2017 or whatever it was, like he's the biggest comedian right now.
Yeah,
Is he really?
He's been in that.
Obviously, you have grandfathers like Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle. I'm talking about like who's like the
No, I mean
active
of even the
comedian.
buzzing people. Like he's bigger than Homeboy, Kill Tony.
He's definitely bigger.
Kill Tony's a great show, but yeah, he's bigger.
Yeah, because he's had 2 SNL performances. One that he got killed for really hard.
His show Tires is going crazy. His he's just he's by far his pay is the matter of fact. You know who the #1 show on Patreon is?
Oh,
Matt McCusker and Shane Gillis.
Damn, I didn't know.
They're #1 on Patreon and everything.
See, but the thing, the only pushback I would have, and I agree with you, Hunter, is that we're in a different time to where the country wasn't as divided when we was getting somebody like a Kevin Hart, and there was syndicated TV, right, to also help somebody like a Kevin Hart, to where like you couldn't escape Kevin Hart. You see what I'm saying? Like you knew about his stand up. You knew he would do something like the ESPYs. He would pop on the Breakfast Club, but then he would also pop on CNN. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just everywhere, but he also had TV shows. He was also on Husbands of Hollywood we all sat down and watched on Sunday night. He was also on movies and shit like that. Shane hasn't, to me, reached that level yet to where
you're right.
The industry has pressed a button to push him everywhere. Shane ain't there just yet.
The industry don't work the same though how it used to.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Now it's podcasts around the world, and he's on the biggest. He's one of the biggest podcasts, and he's almost a regular on the biggest podcast in the world.
Yeah.
So
is he the one that does the best Trump on Tony? Is he the one that does?
Yeah.
The Trump?
All them Trump things. That's him.
Yeah.
The biggest Kill Tony episodes ever is him.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate to say this, but I almost feel like he's Shane. I think you're gonna agree with me. He's like a right wing. He's that demographic.
Right wing as hell.
No, I mean he's that demographic comedian. He hasn't crossed over to the hip hop world yet. That's what I'm saying.
Not a little bit with Drewski, and like Drewski's been on his podcast mad times.
But I'm just talking about like name recognition. I'm talking about if we
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like he ain't in hip hop video. He ain't.
I don't know. You know why? Because
it's different.
You know how sometimes Joe and them will open up their podcast with bits from actors or from comedians.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of Shane Gillis.
It ain't about the. It's not just about the exposure that I'm talking about, because hip hop can try to put him on. I'm saying he hasn't been. I haven't seen him be accepted. He's not in household names of hip hop. He's not in hip hop conversations. He's not in the atmosphere of black culture yet. Shane Gillis.
He checked Nick Saban. That's facts.
Say that what?
He checked Nick Saban to his face, and that was gold. He told Nick Saban, "You paying for all that money, or you've been paying teams everything." And Nick Saban got crushed.
Another underrated joke was the Bill Belichick joke.
No, I'm talking about on College Game Day last year. Shane Gillis was a special guest, and Nick Saban does.
I didn't see that.
And Nick Saban was his. Shane is huge in college football because he's a Notre Dame fan. So he's like be on Pat McAfee sometimes. Well, not really Pat McAfee, but him and Pat McAfee are boys and all that. And he was on College Game Day. And Nick Saban's on College Game Day. And he was joking with Nick Saban, just like joke being a comedian, like, yeah, you paid all them players, didn't you? All them rings. Yeah.
And Nick Saban was like, no, actually, we and got like really butthurt. And like, and Shane was even like, are you joking? And Pat was crying. And Nick, I guess, went up to him afterwards and was like, you know, I'm a coach and I have honor and integrity and blah, blah, blah. And Shane's like, whoa.
I'm a comedian. I should be
Yeah.
allowed. I don't think I've ever even seen that at all. Zach says Kyle Dunningham has been on with Kiltonian, and Gillis does a pretty good Bill Maher. That I almost feel like he's headed in, unless he can really
like his trajectory is so out of it will never come back to pick up on culture. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's not too late. It's not too late, but they would have to really. It's just like Hunter said. It's just a different time. We don't.
Well, who is the only? I mean, who's the last white comedian to do that? That's not named Bill Burr.
I think in the hip hop space, I think I mean, even though I don't like him, but like Theo Von is. I mean, he is.
Theo Von has crossed.
Is he?
He's crossed.
He has anybody and everybody on this podcast.
He's crossed. Listen, he's not fully submerged, but he's crossed over more than, just as an example, he's crossed over a lot more than Shane. A lot more. But I was going to say somebody like even Andrew Schultz is more part of hip hop.
Yeah,
I don't like Andrew.
That's who I thought you were about to say.
I don't like him at all, but he's definitely more a part of hip hop. He can balance both spaces more than Shane Gillis at this point. I think Shane Gillis will be better at it. But I got to see Shane Gillis's joke. In fact, that's why I think of a lot of his jokes was kind of like landing the way they were yesterday at the ESPYs, because that's kind of like
it was a predominantly black demographic.
In 2025, it ain't the pristine thing that it used to be.
It was like, crickets in that auditorium, bro.
Yeah.
It was crickets a lot of time. And he bodied it because he already has that awkward stance and that awkward like look, which makes it even funnier. And he's just like, okay, next joke.
Now, how do y'all think? Do you think? I always wonder this. Like, do they get? And I'm sure I've heard something on how this happened. He gets the call that he's hosting the ESPYs, and then you start. If you're Shane Gillis, you start wondering what your bit's gonna be or what you're gonna do. Do you ask for the attendance list? So you start preparing for the jokes of who's going to be in attendance, or how does that work? Like he already had a joke.
They give him all that. That's a part of it.
Yeah. Right. Well, Hunt said that they try to give him written down jokes,
and they did. I mean,
they do that. They do that.
They had the conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
So
they'll have writers for you.
Yeah.
I hate when they do shit like that. That's why. So he vetoed that and came up with his own.
Nah, he definitely. I mean, he just posted on the story 30 minutes ago, or an hour ago. Now he was like. At the end, they have the writers. He was like, "These guys help me write jokes." Like, I mean, anybody we ever see,
that ain't never. Yeah, this is one of them Drake things for me. It's like, okay, well, you get up there and tell the joke then.
Right.
Like, be able to get up there and tell the joke and it still be funny. Like, it don't matter. Thing, I would not be able to get up there and read them jokes and be funny.
No, it's definitely a talent and. These corporate things are different. Like Kevin Hart's, everybody who does it, Dave Chappelle get up there and he would have some type of jokes written for him. Like that's just how it goes.
I don't know.
I would bet that he does.
I don't know.
I wouldn't be so sure about Dave, but everybody else you name,
Dave might be the one outlier for me. And call me delusional, but I don't think so because Dave isn't a joke guy.
That's what I was about to say. He really just freestyle. He would come up with a whole conversation. It would just be different for Dave, but that's besides the point. Your point still stands that everybody
for sure. I just think Dave is the outlier.
Yeah, I think he might be the outlier. I'm not saying for sure. I don't know, but if there was an outlier, it would definitely be him. Just due to the form of his comedy. Even somebody like a Bill Burr. I don't know if they. Because he don't tell them.
They wouldn't be doing that. Them in their stage in this career, they wouldn't do the corporate things like that.
No,
right? Exactly. So it's low key hard to judge. And Zach just said Robin Williams was so spontaneous, but somebody would have to point to me an event where Robin Williams hosted.
What's funny about Zach Stewart saying that is, look up. Everybody knows Robin Williams, and I love Robin Williams. That's my guy. He's known for in the comedy world stealing everybody's jokes. He's the biggest joke thief of all time.
What?
Yeah, look.
Well, him and Carlos Mencia.
No, that Carlos Mencia shit, that was just Joe Rogan snapping on Carlos Mencia, and that became
Yeah,
viral.
but Joe, it was because Joe said they got fed up with it.
Yeah, I mean, right, but I'm saying Robin Williams is the guy where like Joe's done talked about this. It's been on a lot of things. You could type in Robin Williams stealing jokes, and so many comedians came out and said that he was actively doing it, and he was just bigger than them, and he would just take their shit, and he was a
Bro,
movie
ain't that
star. And
funny? It's like I will. All right.
I'll beat your goddamn ass. Is what I'll do.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think we've seen the last of like the Kevin Hart's, Dave Chappelle's of the world?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Now there's the Drewskis.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah. It's more content creators. That was another real quick. I thought Drewski had a funny little moment when he forgot.
I'm glad you. I was waiting on what y'all say because y'all just Hunter just said, and what he said. He said I just watch. Big up to Shane Gillis. I just watched him. We literally watched Drewski come from Instagram to now he did the BET Awards, the ESPYs. You can't escape him. He's on he's headlining Super Bowl commercials.
I will say, yeah,
like
Drewski's huge. Yeah, it's just
Drewski
different.
is out of here.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't saying that. It's just a little different because
No, I wasn't slighting. I'm just saying that the same. He's done the same thing. We've watched the same.
they're just different comedians. Like they're different. Like even
who are we talking about before you go?
Drewski's not your Shane Gillis is your regular comedian who took the comedian route. What we've known as. Drewski's a guy. Drewski went on tour and he don't do a special. He does a show where
right for sure.
It's not. He can't go up there and give you 15 minutes of stand-up jokes. His character is who's hilarious.
He does content.
Yeah, he's a content. It's just
he's a content creator.
Yeah, definitely is.
We need Eddie Murphy.
I just mean transcending the Instagram walls.
Oh,
he's out of here.
Drewski's, he's definitely
is
for sure. But I met like that class. Even a comedian like Kevin Hart, right? Who y'all know I'm not the wildest about, but like I'm saying, Drewski is able to do kind of corporate events, and he's also able to be in the hood. So I guess in a way, and he has crossed over into like white America, but like it's different than what Kevin Hart did. Like a lot different.
Well, it's different times. I feel like Kevin Hart probably could have done the same. Would have done the same thing today.
The same thing that Drewski's doing?
Not the same exact thing.
I'm just saying. I think due to the product of the state of what everything is, I don't know if we will ever see another Kevin Hart moment. That was my question I was posing. Like, I don't think it's a talent thing from either pool. I think it's an industry Hollywood thing to where they don't develop and curate that type of act anymore, to where they're able to transcend both cultures so well that like everybody knows Kevin Hart.
Well, Kevin Hart got the hood push. That's the thing. He got the hood. Yeah, exactly. Because he was even the one special that the first one that everybody's seen was out for a minute before it really blew hit TV. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then we all started. It was like a wave. And then you started to see it, and then he had his second one come out. And then I don't even think it was until the one that actually came out like on DVD, where he really seriously funny or something like that, where he made that crossover to like white audience.
Right. I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, then you gotta account for like Kevin Hart was in what was the movies he was in with The Rock? What was the movies?
Oh yeah.
He became a movie star.
He became a movie star. That's what I'm asking. I'm saying like, I'm talking about the whole thing, your whole character, your whole status. I don't know if Drewski is able to deliver like that.
Kevin Hart's 1-on-1. We tell you that all the time.
Big time, 1-on-1.
Kevin Hart is 1-of-1, bro. He really, really is.
I don't like that.
He's 1-of-1, bro.
Yeah.
He really, really is. Like,
oh well, here's what Zach said. You read it.
I know. I saw. He said, "Is he even relevant anymore?" I don't hear that much about him. Yeah, he is.
No, I gotta give respect where it's due. Like I said, Kevin Hart obviously is. I think he's
1-of-1, bro.
He's the last Mohican of that. He's the last door. That door was shut after him, and then now after that, we get the Drewskis, we get the Desi Banks, we get the RCD Funnies, we get who was the first dude that did it and then turned to Wild 'N Out? Who's the first content creator to die?
Oh, the basketball dude.
No, the gay dude, the Wild 'N Out, the black dude that did this.
Oh, you're talking about asking all them questions.
Asking all them questions. He was the first one of that.
Yeah, he was for sure.
He walked so others can ramble.
And his brother Philip.
Yeah, but he cut off his own legs because he should be a lot big. He did the wilding out thing, and he was supposed to take another step after that. And for some reason, I don't know what happened, but he didn't take the
He
next
fell
step.
into that. He got pimped out by
He had to.
Nick Cannon.
He had to have because Drewski and them literally took his ball and ran with that.
Yep.
That skit
Yep.
shit.
Was Drewski ever even on Wildin' Out? I feel like that's a pitfall that a lot of them fell into.
You're right. You're right. Because a lot of them end up staying there. A lot of them stay there for a long time. Jess Hilarious made it out. She did make it out. Because remember, she did the skits, then she was on Wildin' Out, then now she's on.
There's been a few people that's made it out, but yeah,
they do.
A lot of them fall into that Wildin' Out pit hole.
Yeah,
Nick Cannon gets his hands on you. And
they do be staying.
I also think that like that answering your question, dude. He only had like 2 videos. He had that and that other one with the dude eating the pizza at the beginning. And
I don't remember. I feel like he had more.
Nah.
I mean, he had a couple other. He had the whisper song, the cheating song skit. In the classroom where they were cheating.
I remember that one.
They had that one. But to Hunter's credit, there wasn't that many. It wasn't
that I'm saying like Drewski came hit after hit after hit after hit.
To the point to where even Steph had to say, okay, this nigga's funny.
Drewski still today, like he just did the married in the year and like he just sees stuff in real time and sees people making fun of it and then just like got him doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
And
got him doing it. When he dressed up like Belly Game
Right, exactly.
Dressed up like Belly Game Cushington and went to the hood. Like
Drewski also has something called ugly privilege.
Yeah.
When you're really good, you're talented,
it's not
but
ugly privilege, it's fat.
It's
the
both.
Blonde hair.
It's both. It's both. And we know who I'm referring. There's somebody in Springfield that
for sure
that favors Drewski, and they get the same benefit. They're so ugly that people literally laugh at them, and they get away with being funny.
No, I'm not doing that to Drewski. We don't laugh at Drewski.
Not no more.
We don't laugh at Drewski.
Not no more. But there's been skits that he's done that one where he does his little dance and those you're laughing at him because he's so damn ugly. It's like, look at this ugly ass dude doing that, bro. And Drewski leans into his ugliness so well that a lot of his we give him a lot of that. But I mean, I can't lie. Y'all know me. At first, I'm like, I don't like this other gimmick type dude. I came around on Drewski maybe 4 or 5 years ago where I'm like, he did something where I'm like, I think it was that dance shit. I'm like, no, he's funny. I see what he's doing. He's funny.
Nah, bro. Because you wasn't giving Drewski his credit when he had his classic Keep God in your life, fuck nigga. That was just like that was like 2 years ago.
But I don't know if I don't know if that was a overall Drewski hate thing or if I don't think that that's funny.
That's hilarious.
I don't remember. I can't say for sure. I don't remember. I don't even remember the clip.
What?
Nah, I don't.
But that might be the first thing that he did where I'm like, all right, bro, that was funny to me.
Yeah, Drewski's gold. I can't lie. Drewski,
and he's created a whole lane, like, and it's kind of dying out now. You can kind of see it now. They're forcing it, but going to city thing, it's like that was clean for a minute.
Say it again and explain it.
Where he does hold the fake talent shows. It's like American Idol, but like where he goes city to city.
That's funny.
Those are hilarious.
Could have been records
thing. Those are hilarious. And they're kind of dying out. The last 2 cities I've seen, they ain't that funny, but the first ones are classic.
Zach says,
"Yep." And Shane, we saw Drewski live. Fact of the J. Cole.
Fact, we saw Drewski live,
and he was clowning there.
Yeah, y'all sure y'all seen Drewski or not Murray?
No, I mean we saw him too, but
we saw him too,
and I blocked him out. But
yeah.
But Drewski came
up. Sure that wasn't Bass.
Sure
that wasn't Boss.
You
sure that wasn't Boss?
Bro, Drewski really ascended.
He
really ascended.
Zach says, I don't know who's Tim Robinson. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
I'm not the comedian guy, Zach. I don't know.
I don't know who that is. I'll have to look into him. But I know Craig Robinson's funny. Right now, my algorithm's feeding me a lot of Corey Holcomb.
Really?
Yeah, my algorithm's feeding me him.
Your algorithm from Facebook?
On both.
No, I'm saying, is your algorithm like Facebook driven? That shit's like Corey Holcomb. It's like 15 years old.
And he just be talking shit. He don't even be being funny. The other person, damn, who was it?
I be seeing what's the white boy? The gay white dude. He's like the pretty boy. He be on stage and he'll go like off the cuff. I
Matt
know
Rife.
Hunter knows it.
Oh, Matt
Yes.
Rife. Matt Rife.
Yeah,
Matt Rife.
He's not funny at all.
He's not funny at all. But I'm saying he gets a push.
He's like if you had a coworker like him type funny. He's not funny. It's like you're funny at work because we're at work and you're saying shit that shouldn't be said at work.
His demographic is literally like middle-aged white women.
Yeah. We know who ain't funny, Hunter, and that's no, I ain't gonna do that to him. There's a skit maker in Springfield out there.
See, there's only two of them.
Well,
One's new, one's old. Now you pick it.
Y'all pick. I'm just saying one of them ain't. Well,
yeah, clip it up and pull up to his house.
A couple of them ain't funny, but who was I about to say? The other person, my algorithm.
Now when he shows up in pranks, you don't say nothing. Like the boogeyman.
The other person my algorithm's feeding me is fucking you know I'm talking about, the New York comedian that gets on my fucking nerve, and I'm blanking on his name. I know him. We all know him.
New York.
He did the Tiffany Haddish skit and got killed. The molesting the baby in the tub.
Oh, Ari Spears. I keep seeing a bunch of Ari Spears.
Me too. I
keep seeing a bunch of Aries because he's clowning on the UK rappers, and Drake said that bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Which I was going to ask you if you cared about that, and I don't.
I'm glad you gave me something to switch a gear on.
I do not care.
We don't
Jordan
care.
Lucas.
No, but we don't care.
Like, what was Jordan Lucas' song called?
His
Perfect
song was
title.
literally "We Don't Care," and I was like, "Whoa, what a perfect!" I'm like, "I'm glad that this is over." Like, I'm glad you said it.
I'm glad you know. We don't care.
I'm glad you said it all.
His name Skepta or some shit. Like,
yeah, Skepta, and now Dave is jumping in. Like, they're trying hard. Somebody, I think one of them sent a diss record to Eminem. They're trying hard. They're going to try to come at every angle. And Drake, you see what you done did.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I cannot believe he got there and said that.
It's like, dude, we are not about to watch. This is like watching the not the Redeem team, the original Dream Team versus some of them teams that they was facing back in '92, where it was like it's not even close. It's not even entertaining to watch y'all get y'all's ass beat so bad. It's not even worth me spending 5 minutes of a segment on.
He said, "Nobody up in the cup."
Yeah, stop it. Nobody on God's green earth thinks that UK rappers, first off, they're literally known as the annoying rappers with that type of rap that you're talking about.
Right.
I'm talking about
only Drake, only you have been trying to rap like that.
Only you. And when you start doing it, we were saying, what are you doing? we can't. Remember he did the Fire in the Hole freestyle, and everybody was just like, we don't like that.
You know how the pagan chit chat goes. I like R's and V's and O's. I don't really take no tic-tac-toe.
I don't even understand the appeal. I don't even understand the fake appeal, because I get it. How hip hop, how all industries are, where when you're trying to be pretentious and act like you know what's going on in all spaces, like hip hop purists may act like they know Dave and
yeah.
stuff like
Joe
that.
picked me up the other day. You see?
Yeah,
you know what?
No, I ain't see it.
What? Bro, they played the Skepta song, and Joe got fake mad at everybody, like, just because of what? Because they don't speak for he's rapping for real, and just
like we don't, bro, but like it's like part of it. I hate when people act like that. It's like, but
there's a whole line for everything. We don't believe you.
Boom. Part of it is like, dog. Part of it is making the audience care, and like y'all lack that skill. We don't care.
Imani said it best. He said, "Y'all don't have the accent to sound tough." Sorry, you might be the toughest dude in the world. Don't put it on the record.
It don't sound good. It's not at your. That's exact. I didn't know he said that. That's exactly what it is. It's like y'all ain't about to hit me with drill UK rap when y'all are like repeating y'all's off phrases, like the last word of y'all's phrase over. Right. It's like I watch Scooby Doo. Like,
if you're saying bastard in the rap, like I don't want to. I don't care. I don't care. I just really don't care. So I hope that they wrap this up quick. I wish Jordan Lucas would just go away. And this is something I was trying to, because Jalen asked a question that he said, what is it about, like, or not yesterday, but he said it a long time ago, but it reoccurred when Jordan dropped the song. It's like, why don't he resonate with an audience? Mm-hmm. And he's just way too, like, he's a buzzword artist to me. Mm-hmm. Like, everything for him is clickbait.
You know what he is? You know exactly what he is. He's the mixed kid in Kitten Ridge. That's talented, but he's the one where it's like he's
too white for the black kids and too too black for the whites.
Bingo. And then the other thing, and I want you to finish what you was about to say, but the other thing with Joyner, the problem is like he tried to sneak in off the tail end of the Kendrick Cole, Gambino, Mac Miller, that conceptual asset rap, like that whole movement that was had, where they were putting out concept albums. Everybody was doing it back. Joyner tried to like bite off the tail end of that, and he blew. Remember with I'm
not a racist.
Yeah, and he's really good. Then he had that other Suicide song that is really good. But with Joyner, the problem is he never ever, like Logic, he never, even more so than Logic, because Logic did a little bit of this, but Joyner did not build up a core fan base. What people don't understand about our rappers,
that's a really good point.
Our era rappers, your Cole, Kendrick, and Drake and them, they built up a core fan base first to where we're now seeing the benefits of it, where Cole ain't going nowhere and he just apologized. Kendrick called a man a pedophile, getting sued, and got hate trains ran against him. He's not going nowhere. And Drake just got called a pedophile for 2 years, and guess what? He's not going nowhere.
Yeah, that is a really good point, bro.
They built a core fan base. Joyner, Logic.
So what's Wale's excuse?
Wale is that's funny, but on a real serious note, I feel bad for Wale because Wale has the core base. He just he wasn't able to get to that next. They did not allow him to get to the next. He don't got the rest. He has a core base. Wale can still go. If Wale announces a tour, me, you,
I'm
and
going. We're going.
Yeah, we'll buy tickets. But Jordan Lucas,
me and Hunter was 2 of 100 people in the audience.
Yeah, but guess what? Jordan Lucas can't sell out. No.
Yeah, that's a really good point, bro. And you know what else? Niggas don't go to college no more.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Niggas don't go to college no more.
That's true.
Like Paul was tearing up the college scene, going to parties, 20 people.
For sure.
Drake, Kendrick, niggas don't go to college no more, bro.
For sure.
They don't have college parties.
And like, if they do, it's the section of hip hop, you know who I'm talking about. Because hip hop has been hijacked like Sinners, the movie. Hip hop has been hijacked by, like I said about Travis Scott in my earlier segment. Hip hop now, the core base of hip hop now, if you look really, is 16 to 24-year-old white males. And now you have your exceptions to that rule, but like behind a lot of these hip hop blog pages, we know that it's the 16 to 24-year-old white males that run these hip hop blog pages. Mm-hmm. A lot of the interviewers and journalists, and even we see the concerts and the stadiums selling out and stuff like that. Look at the crowd.
Yep. 16
to 24-year-old frat white boys and shit like that. But like you said just a second ago, the days of like where niggas was at the HBCUs, and now obviously we know they still go. But that day where it was a perfect marriage between black students in college and hip hop artists, that ended with our artists. That was done. That's done. That's done.
Yep.
That's where that's at. Do you got anything else that you want to add on to? I haven't touched on anything in the political world. I wanted to throw some shots at all the pedophiles out there. But do you got anything? I'm calling them. I said yesterday. My get back to them is let me see if Hunter wants me to add him again. He just Snapchatted me. My get back to them is that if they don't want to release the list, that's fine.
Man, fuck that list. Sleepy Donald.
What happened? I didn't see.
That's why this is. I mean, you ain't just been seeing him been falling asleep the last like 3 months.
He has not been falling asleep. Stop! You have been captured.
Bro, he fell asleep yesterday. I'm not lying.
That's not true. No, he did not.
Yeah, that's why y'all drive me crazy, bro. That is why y'all drive me crazy, bro.
I can't believe you remember your friend. No, listen. You're literally your friend. You remember.
I watched him fall asleep.
We can't both scream at the camera.
He has gout.
He has cancer in his hand, and at least he announced it to the world, unlike Joe Biden, who has.
No, he didn't announce it to the world. Everybody was flaming him all day 2 days ago because they said your ankles and your legs looking fat and swollen.
That's true, and he's trying to garner sympathy. He's just
fake news.
That's fake news. He knows. Cool. No, he knows.
You want me to send the clip? You want me to send the clip?
I want you to send the clip because Zach knows.
I'll send it right now.
The person that knows is Zach. Zach knows. You ain't gonna get Zach.
He fell asleep at the energy convention yesterday.
No, oh come on! That is such a psyop at the energy convention.
He did, bro.
Why would you fall asleep at the energy convention?
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's so crazy, bro. How I don't never see no. Even you, it's okay, guys. Like Joe Rogan's getting off the Trump train. It's okay. Like y'all can get off too. It's cool.
I ain't on no Trump train.
You see, Joe just did a whole interview yesterday denouncing it.
Good.
And now Joe's doing this whole thing now where he's like, the only reason why I voted for him is because it's like you don't got to do all that, Joe.
He don't.
It's cool. You really don't got to do all that, Joe. Nobody has to do all that.
He don't got to do all that. But
it looks sorry now.
No.
He's like the only reason why I voted for him is because they said he had 91 convictions. That's wrong.
I feel like you're being captured, Shane. I feel like you're.
How am I being captured, bro? Joe is getting off the train.
Huh?
I'm watching Joe get off the train. I just said it a couple days ago. Which is fine. He's allowed to, but I'm just saying he's allowed to.
I think I exist in the Twilight Zone. I literally think
is Joe not getting off the MAGA train actively?
Yes, but we told you he would. We told you he would. That was our point.
You're about to say that people can change their ideas and change their perspective. Yes. And I'm saying that's cool. I'm not mad at him for getting off the train. I'm just saying let's talk about it.
Oh, let's talk about it. It's perfectly
same way
fine.
We was asking
Mahadi. Everybody out there. America has suffered for the last couple of decades because people who have had voters' remorse have not announced that they've had voter remorse.
There you go. I love that.
We became into a cult. The left versus the right, no matter who did what. If Clinton did something, the left defended him no matter what. If Bush did something, the right defended him no matter what. No, long gone are those days. We should be celebrating that. I told you when
I'll let you get back on it. But this is my point. This was what drives me crazy, bro. You keep saying I'm captured. I'm not. But this is the thing. I have never seen somebody get so many passes. It drives me crazy. Like how Zach just said. Trump. Trump. No, I'm not talking about Joe. I'm really, really genuinely not talking about Joe. My beasts are done with Joe. It's with Trump, bro. Zach just said, if I would have heard about it, it's so, bro. No, you wouldn't. That's the thing. What about when he just said, what was it? What Zach probably knows his name. What's the Fed? The guy who was in the Fed chair?
Jerome Powell.
Exactly. Do you see what he just said?
Who, Trump or Jerome?
Trump.
About Jerome?
Yes.
He said that he's not going to fire him now all of a sudden.
Okay, but what did he say before that?
That he was going to fire him? I'm paraphrasing.
No, he said this is what Trump said. Trump said, "Yeah, he's stupid. He should have never been appointed. I don't know why the Biden administration did that."
For sure, he did say that.
You appointed him.
I don't think so.
It was the Trump administration that did that. Yes.
In 2017.
Yes. Well, it would have been from 2016, but how would that have been the Biden administration in 2017?
Oh, okay. No, Jerome. Okay, they serve what? They serve a 6-year term, I think, 6 or 7 year term.
Bro, I'm telling you for 1,000% fact, the Trump administration appointed Jerome Powell. He forgot that.
I feel like I don't think that's true.
Oh my God, bro. See, but this is the thing. This is the thing. Let's pause right here. Let's say that I'm wrong. Let's say that I'm wrong. What is exactly happening right now does not happen on the inverse.
He said 2018 Powell was appointed.
What's happening right now does not happen on the inverse.
If
I would have just said a fact about Biden, it wouldn't have been questioned. And we would have just ran with it and it would have been jokes. Nobody would have stopped to care to say, hey, let's check this if that was fact check. Let's see. We would just ran with the joke and it would have been that. That's my point. That is my point.
No, okay. That's what it is. That's what
But I'll tell you right now, Zach's wrong. And I'll pull it up here in a second.
Well, I think Zach. Okay, what are you saying? Zach agreed. He was appointed in 2018. Then
Zach was appointed by Trump. Trump forgot he appointed him and put it on the Biden administration. He said he should have never been appointed.
No, Zach is saying that he was appointed by Trump in 2018.
Okay, so Zach's agreeing with me. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he's saying he was appointed another 4 years in 2022.
Boy, he put it on Biden. The same guy that you put it.
Okay, I agree. Okay, so I agree with you, but in this scenario, and I want to slander him here in a second, Trump. But in this scenario, to my reading and my understanding, this is why I was confused. Jerome Powell is refusing to bring down the interest rates, right?
Yes.
And Trump is saying that in Biden's economy, they've been wanting the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, to do this since we had what was it called, Bidenomics or whatever. Since the inflation went up so much and stuff like that, they thought that the interest rate should go down to help offset some of the inflation. So that would make sense that now you're right, he did appoint him in 2018, but if he's appointed in 2022 and we're getting Bidenomics from 2022 to 2024, Trump is now saying that, okay, Zach is saying because Biden was required in 2022 to either keep Powell or to get someone new. So I don't think it's out of the. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I know what you're saying. We're saying we're gonna go because we're gonna go to the inception of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you? It would be like me hiring you at my bank. You've been here for 2 years. A new manager coming in and keeping you here, and then me coming back, and then saying, "Well, why would y'all keep him here? He's an idiot." How do you put blame on the new manager? That don't even make sense.
I agree with that. And Trump does that a lot. He speaks out of both sides of his mouth a lot. And I don't want to give him a pass for that. We know that he is first off, he's a liar. But second off.
No, bro. But people say that in passing. It's like, yeah, we know Trump's a liar. It's like, no, but that's not fair.
How is that not fair?
How is it fair just because I'm a known liar that we just gonna keep running with the narrative?
Because
he don't get to put that on Biden. You put him in there.
No, in this case, that's what I'm saying. This case is not a black and white case. I wanna get off of this case because it's not a black and white case, because Trump's beef stems with Powell's his last couple years. He's been trying to force him off the Fed chair. Only because Trump has an ulterior motive that he is trying to accomplish. And we know how Trump, that's what I'm saying. You got to use have some discernment. When we've been knowing since Trump's been saying this since last year, we know what he's trying to do. He's trying to force Jerome Powell's hand to cut some interest rate. And so he does his little Trump tactics where now all of a sudden the same guy, the same shit that'll make you laugh will make you cry. Now, I'm not here to say that he ain't a hypocrite because he is. I'm just saying Trump does this where the same guys that he may appoint. In fact, he told Tulsi Gabbard to shut the fuck up a few months ago. Didn't he tell Tulsi Gabbard to shut up? Didn't he call her a liar?
Yeah.
And now we speaking of the same thing. He's attacking his base. He called them idiots yesterday. He called them peasants. He called his base idiots. So I'm saying, like, we know
when you use key verbiage like "I was surprised that he was appointed," it's just a little crazy.
No,
that's but then when people like Zach say Donnie is probably saying, no, he said what he said. Ain't no probably about it. He said, I was surprised he was appointed. And that should be that.
Yeah, and that's a good point.
And like if that same inverse happened to Biden, it wouldn't be no conversation. Nobody would care to go back and look up the numbers and say, yeah, but he kept them, and then he came back, and now he don't really like him, but he liked him.
For sure, it's the narrative.
For sure.
It's always the narrative.
That is my overlying beef with the whole thing. That was my beef with Joe. That's my beef with he goes unchecked, but we always want to quadruple check the other side, and that's just what's annoying.
I would agree with that. I would say that is as recent as his second half of his career. I don't think that was the case in his first administration at all.
Well, his first administration, he told historically the most lies.
For sure. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. He was known as that. I mean, outside of his MAGA call.
But how is that the past?
Huh?
You see what I'm saying? How is that the past?
Explain to me what you're saying.
Like you're saying, I said he told historically was it like 30,000 something lies or something like that they counted. how is the past? Yeah, I know, but we know he's a liar.
Right. No, what I was saying, and I don't know if we're on the same page or not. What I was saying is, I think he didn't have the grace the first administration. People really have, again, they have bad memory on the last few years of Trump's first. I mean, it was always chaotic from 2016 to 2020. It was chaotic, but those last 2 years, we're forgetting that he was impeached. All of it. He was not in good standing in the American public's eye. He had his base still covering for him and following him blindly and stuff like that. But the general consensus on Trump was not good in the last little bit of his last administration. I was saying that this new administration, since the assassination attempt, since we've seen the smear campaign, since all of that, he was able to pull the wool over everybody's eyes. And then people, since we've seen him get framed and all this, people start giving him the benefit of the doubt that he wasn't a liar. And I agree with you that you should never trust a wolf in sheep's clothing, because that's what he's proven to be. And a lot of people was duped by it. But I'm saying that it wasn't. We're seeing two different Trump eras. We're seeing the one Trump era where we all knew he was lying. Everybody was just calling him a liar. He was not that popular to the casual people. This one is different. It's like his rebirth. It's like his phoenix. It's like his rise to the top again. And I think he was at it. He gave us what, 2 months, and then now he's back to the bullshit.
Hey man, nah.
What are you? What do you want to say? You want to pop your shit? You want to say you was right?
I'm
You the one that voted for him.
here,
I didn't vote for the fucker.
Hey, I'm just reading Zach's comment. It's just like, to me, it's really it blows my mind. I genuinely, it blows my mind.
What is Zach saying?
He says he's surprised he reappointed him as Fed chair in 2022, considering how bad Biden wrecked their economy.
And then he says,
prior to COVID, things were great in this country economically. If it had not been for COVID, he would have won in a landslide in 2020. That's okay. Let's go back to the first one. Put the first one up there.
all right.
He's surprised that Biden reappointed him as Fed chair in 2022, considering how bad Biden wrecked our economy. Now, let's just sit on that for a second.
All right, let's sit there.
How do you type that out in succession to what I said? And it makes sense. Because I genuinely want to see if this is where I'm captured at.
Okay, rephrase what you said.
He typed that question after me asking, does it make sense for Trump to say, to appoint somebody else come in, keep him there, and then Trump get back and say, I cannot believe that this guy was appointed? Does that make sense? Or am I off?
You're right in theory, but I think in this instance, I can see how that makes sense.
Or is this just another, am I just hip to Trump's game now?
I think that's what it is. I think you're hip to.
I personally think Trump is a retard.
No, I don't think anybody thinks that.
I don't think Trump is a retard. So
No.
He said that you don't think Trump really forgot that. I don't think Trump is demented. That's what a lot of the left-wing people are running with.
Hold on.
But hold on, no, let me finish my thought. That's how I know I'm not captured. Because I can see that propaganda and say he's not demented.
I think you're interpreting it wrong. I think you're thinking.
I'm interpreting it. No. I'm interpreting it exactly right. I'm interpreting it as Trump knows what he's doing. The left, listen, this is my point. The left is trying to take that, and if you look at all of the clips, all of them say Trump was talking about Joe Biden being demented. He's demented. Go look at this. He forgot that he appointed. He didn't forget. He knows that he appointed him.
Okay.
He's now saying, I cannot believe he reappointed him in an effort to dupe people like Zach, who was duped.
How is Zach duped? Like, I'm still not. I follow you.
The reason why Zach is duped, and this is no disrespect to you, Zach. I just believe you're duped. The reason why Zach is this is the reason why Zach is duped is because he's still trying to like logically make sense out of what Trump said, as opposed to just saying this is what Trump does. him saying, he probably saying, look at all the shit Powell did during the Biden years. He probably had no problem with Powell when he was the president. Like, that's like jargon.
Okay.
That's right-wing jargon. As opposed to just saying, nah, he just, you know what I mean?
He's doing his games.
He's being Donnie.
Okay. I agree with you there. I was confused on I was confused that you landed in your plane. I was totally confused. I thought you were trying to run with this idea that Trump was actually demented and either he
No. That's how I know I'm not captured. That's what the left is running with, that he has dementia and he forgot.
And they need to stop that because that's not going to bode well for them.
Trump is very smart.
Yes, he's all there. He's more there than Nicki Minaj is. Like, why don't y'all bark up Nicki Minaj's tree?
But that is just my only point. Trump gets to say stuff like that and it goes unchecked. That's it.
I think that's his superpower. I mean, Drake also was able to get up there and say that.
That's the thing. It's your superpower until it's not.
For sure. I mean, the greatest defense against somebody like that is using their superpower against them. And let's see what Zach said. Trump has a history of saying things to distract from other things. He did it from 2017, 2021. He does it now. I agree. And
put
a lot of times,
up, please, just one more time. Put that back up.
Oh shit, wrong one.
How does somebody say that sentence?
Mm-hmm.
But a few sentences you're trying to like reason with me or make reason in your brain saying Trump probably did this when you know what he's doing. Does that make sense? Am I asking the right question?
I see what you're saying, but I think
how is he talking out of both sides of his mouth right now?
No, I think you're able to see the ploy, the game that Trump is playing, but also provide reasoning and context behind what Trump is trying to accomplish. And that's what I think Zach is trying to do. That's what I was trying to say is that I see the ultimate ploy of what he's trying to do. He's lying. I'm not going to say he's not lying. I know he's lying. But I also can see trying to provide context on what his end game is, what he's lying about, why he's lying, how he's trying to manipulate a situation. And I think that Zach, whether he's right or wrong in his scenarios, I don't know. I'm just saying he's providing context on why Trump may have been lying.
Oh, yeah. I mean, know why he was lying. But that's neither here nor there.
And if you're all right with that, if that's what you're saying, then I'm cool. We agree. I thought this whole time you were saying that that Trump gets away with saying shit. I thought you were trying to hold that wet pig into his cage, like we said with Joe. I thought you're trying to. Everybody should be so far gone off the train. We spent the first administration, like I said, trying to hold Trump accountable for shit he said that wasn't accurate.
Right.
But that's a wet pig. That's a slippery pig. You're not going to do that with Trump. Those days are long gone. So I've already accepted that this man is a liar and a manipulator in the art of the deal, and he's always doing this and always saying that. And the best thing you could do is try to provide context on why he's doing it so you know his next moves, or you can make sense out of what he's doing. Now with I want to switch gears, but I really, really hope the Democrats stop trying to run with this narrative.
That's all I've been seeing all day.
And I've seen it too. I'm so glad you brought it up, because if you didn't bring it up, I wouldn't have probably brought it up until there was actually a scenario where they really try to push it.
But that's how I know, because I look at that and I roll my eyes.
Yeah, because like that's such a ridiculous ploy. That's such a ridiculous angle. It's such a ridiculous angle that do not try to convince the American people. You're only going to lose more and more viewers, lose more and more support, and lose more and more trust in the American people, dog. The judge already called it, dog. We already know the jig is up. Joe Biden has issues, bro. Like, stop trying to now turn it
like,
in.
look, he has dementia too.
Yeah, just don't do that, man. There's so many other angles. Let me go. Somebody call Mark Lamont Hill. Somebody needs to help.
No, please, for the love of God, don't.
Why you say that?
He drives me crazy with that shit.
What?
That left wing shit, bro. For real.
Is he captured for real?
He's captured. Like, gotta catch them all Pokemon in a ball capture. I ain't never seen no shit like it, bro. It drives me in.
I be feeling bad. He's too educated. He's too educated to be captured.
You're way too smart for that, bro.
Way too smart. But that be the people. You so educated on their their dossier and their information that you're captured. You're captured, bro. You read too much.
Blue and true.
Blue and true, and that's just ridiculous. But yeah, man, I hope they don't run with that. That's not the angle to beat him. I do like. I see they're trying to poke and prod, and we talked about this last stream. They're trying to now angle this as this Epstein thing as a Trump thing, right? I'm even seeing my former principal, Mr. Elliott.
Well, hold on.
What's going on?
Don't lose me here. You got me, but don't lose me. What do you mean they're trying to angle it?
Oh no, the Democrats are trying to angle this as if. Now you already know I'm not happy about this situation, right, with the Epstein.
Yep.
Thing. But they're doing a good job at angling it like it's just a Trump thing, like it's just the right. You're not following?
I'm listening. You might lose me, but yeah, I'm listening.
Before I go where I'm going, I want your take on what they're doing, or if you see them doing anything.
Ooh, when you say they, who you mean? Trump?
No, the left, the other side. How they're trying to politicize this.
You're already asking the wrong questions.
Give me the right questions to ask.
The right? Why are you even? The left isn't doing nothing. Let me not say nothing because they're never not doing nothing. The left, this is how we was talking earlier about. I don't understand how you don't see it. The Drake, LeBron, Nicki Minaj, self-deprecating. You're tearing down your own legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Trump is not going to be able to recover from this Epstein thing. Okay. It's going to take some crazy tax thing for the MAGA group to even really
come back
be
together.
Like, yeah, like I don't think you understand how big the Epstein blemish is going to be on him for what he ran with, for what Cash Patel ran with.
It's like watching your mom get beat up. It just y'all's relationship can never be the same.
It can never be the same. Or it's like watching your dad. You know, you walk in on your dad getting his dick sucked by a dude.
That. It's like we could stop. I'm still going.
And then your dad, and then you seen it happen. Yep. And then you seen your dad tomorrow. Yep. And ask him about him. Like, what are you talking about?
Yep.
It's like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yep. You're exactly right.
Right. You're right. And then your dad giving you like $200. Go to the mall. You know what I mean, that is some. And that's my point. That is a nasty. That's a nasty blemish, bro. That he's not gonna be able to escape.
I agree.
And when I say not escape, I mean he's gonna get through it because he's Trump and he's gonna keep pushing to the side like he does.
But there's always gonna be that. There's always gonna be that underlying thing.
Yeah, it's there. Mm-hmm. It's there.
Okay, so what I was saying was, I don't know if you've been seeing coverage on it, but like CNN, MSNBC, ABC, and them is framing this as a Trump thing, right? And it is. But we've said on this stream, the last two streams, what have we said, Shay? Who had access to this list as well?
The previous administrations.
So I'm saying they're doing a good job at angling this because Trump and them, like you said, self-deprecating, shot himself in the foot because y'all ran on this so much. Y'all wanted to do this so much. They're able to angle it like this is a y'all thing. This is y'all didn't want to release it, but it's like the question could be begged: why didn't y'all release it when y'all had it?
The thing is the can has been kicked so far down the road for so long. Eventually, somebody had to pick the can up. It just so happens that you was the guy with the megaphone saying, "Hey, somebody go pick up that can."
But hold on, rewind it back to what you said because I was trying to follow the analogy. What's the can in this analogy?
The can is the Epstein conversation.
Okay.
The can is the Epstein files. The can is they're calling the word is pederast now because if you say the word pedophile, you get blackballed.
It'll soon be a crime. It'll soon be a crime.
Say pederast. But the pederast conversation, all that is the can. And it's been kicked down the road so many times. We can even go back to like Obama. Like we watched it happen. I mean, but the thing is, Trump shined light on it.
Yeah.
Everybody else did such a good job of just kicking it and shutting it up.
It was during the days where administrations, like we said yesterday, was able to get away with cover-ups like that because you didn't have somebody like Trump who he ran on blowing the cover of Washington.
Picking that can up.
Yeah. That was Trump's thing even in the first administration. Draining the swamp, fake news, pulling back the curtain. So if you're that guy, then be that guy. And it's basically calling his bluff. And the rest of Washington is looking like, well, we try to tell you not to bark up that tree.
Don't bark up that tree. That tree will fall on you.
So yeah, I agree. I'm just
saying, the only other person that was as loud as Trump to shut him up.
Yep. And I'm just saying, because here it ain't about left or right or any of that. I just want to shine a light for anybody out there in the viewing audience, and I want them to remember through it all, because we're only in year one of Trump's administration, and I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a political weighing balance in the next election. You can go ahead and bet your bottom dollar. The big beautiful bill will be what the Democrats are able to run on. But I want to shine a light on the fact that, and I want to tell the American people that they've all been corrupted. Like we should have gotten a release of this Epstein list in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2, 3, and 4. This has been a thing. The release of this list has been asked for over and over and over again. So
for sure,
I don't want that to be lost in this, because if we limit this discussion to a Democrat Republican thing, we again let them both slip away in the fact that y'all all have covered it up. And you guys all should be held accountable for covering up a pedophile ring. The other thing before I let you go and say your point is that I also want to tell the people to beware of Elon Musk's ability to take this moment and start his America. What's his new third party going to be called? Zach, help me out. Not America First, the American Party or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Elon, if he's serious,
I think it is the American Party.
Yeah. If Elon is serious about this, which we were probably pretty sure he is, and we know that there hasn't been great success in the past of a third party ever. But if there's somebody that can even get close to make it in a contest, it will be this version of Elon Musk, this hybrid version of Elon Musk, who has the funding and stuff to be able to do it. So I'm just saying, be wary that Elon Musk is not out of the race when it comes to getting involved in the midterm elections that are coming up, and also in 2028.
That boy left with such a low approval rating.
Who? Oh,
Elon Musk.
Elon. But I'm telling you, if he's able to frame this in 2028,
yeah, if he can pin blame on
both,
yeah,
and slide in between as the American Party, and that I will release the Epstein list. People, I'm not saying me or you, but we know people they might
for sure
fall for that.
For sure. But I'm not gonna lie. That's so
far out.
That list ain't happening.
It can't.
That list ain't happening. Elon Musk will be the last motherfucker to get his hands on that list.
No, but we talking about their strategy on running.
For sure. That will be his angle.
Yeah, none of them's gonna release it. I'm not joking when I said yesterday, and you said kicking the can down the road. That was a great analogy. I said yesterday, I said tennis or whatever, but that's essentially what we're going to get for the next 30, 40 years.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tennis racket between both parties of back and forth on who's going to release this list. And it's just going to keep going back and forth. This list ain't going to see the light of day. I mean, did the Martin Luther King files come out in 1980? Of course they did. We had our
way. They came out in 2024 when they asked for Epstein files.
Exactly. So, and we're talking about something way bigger, way more expose than the Martin Luther King dossier. I mean, come on.
Right.
We're talking about a literal pedophile ring. So, or what's the word I should be saying?
Pederast. You can't say that no more.
Okay. So, So
ain't that crazy, bro? It's so crazy.
Soon.
That is so crazy.
Soon, very, very soon, they're going to kick off Elon's internet, and that's another thing he's going to run on. He's going to be able to provide internet for us. It's going to cost for internet. I mean, I know Wi-Fi costs and shit like that, but I'm saying to literally search. If we keep barking up this tree, the American people, and we keep asking for shit and ranting and raving, we think we're big and bad. We think we can form and amendments, and we can We got a right to form and protest and stuff like that. Keep it up. We're gonna get kicked off the internet. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, and then you ain't gonna have access to nothing.
You ain't gonna have access, and we don't know nothing. We're so dumb. We
Right.
don't know nothing. Everybody's best bet is to take this last couple years of the internet and write everything down and obtain and retain all the information you can, because I'm telling you, there's going to come a time.
Yeah, because guess what's gonna happen in about 10, 15 years. We keep this up. You're gonna open up your files. It's gonna be me and you talking. It's gonna be like what Kanye did to Kid Cudi. It's gonna be a
fart noises. Or they're just gonna get it, or they're just gonna be able to use Mr. half human, half animal himself, Peter Thiel. They're gonna just be able to use face recognition to make us be saying shit. They're gonna steer us away from wanting to put out freeform content like this.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have the little trick.
This is kind of gearing a little bit away, but there's already a play in place. I don't know if you saw, but like YouTube just changed all of its monetization rules.
Yeah, as far as AI, you can't.
They're getting ahead of that for some reason. They're seeing an influx in AI videos and stuff like that.
And by the way, I like YouTube. I like YouTube doing that.
I like them doing that. I do too. TikTok did it as well.
I didn't see TikTok do it, but
TikTok did it first, actually.
Oh,
probably a week and a half prior to.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, whenever you see a conglomerate like that doing, they're getting ahead of it.
Yeah, they know.
Of it.
Yeah, for sure, they know it's coming.
And there's some gray language in there, like
voice recognition.
Not even, because that is what it is. But it was saying like something that unengaged. If we deem it to be like you didn't put effort into it. They made it sound, it was something like that, to where they can determine if you really put effort into this or not. If you just screen recorded something and put AI voice behind it and stuff like that. So
everybody get your ass back to work then. A lot of you content creators ain't gonna be able to survive that. I can tell you that. Y'all ain't gonna be able to survive that using Chat GPT for all your syllabuses and everything that you do in your life. But I mean, I'm not opposed to that, even though I know this is somehow going to get turned and inverted. When you create a rule, a loophole is always attached to it, right? So we'll give it about a week. I'm sure the hackers out there have already figured out a loophole around this. They always do.
Yeah.
And by the way, before I get off here, shout out to the hackers of the world, because when all of this is going down that I'm speaking about, there's going to come a point where the hackers become the most important people on the planet too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cybersecurity is one of the most booming industries right now.
I would imagine so.
Learning and shit like that.
And for our best bet, I mean, I sure hope so. I hope the DOD, the Department of Defense, the Homeland Security, Cybersecurity, I hope they got all their ducks in a row, because I'm pretty sure I'm willing to say China got theirs in a row. And
for sure.
I think
they be doing their shit at like 6.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to see a battle of the hackers at some point in this next decade. And really
Anonymous, shut the fuck up. We're done with y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all talk so much. We're done. Your empty threats on Twitter don't do nothing no more.
At all.
Like, y'all had us in 2018.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. We was right there. We was waiting for you. We was geeks. Y'all didn't do shit.
At all. Yeah, that's all I got for today. I do want to remind everybody out there that in the midst of all this craziness and stuff going on, that I don't want it to be forgotten on the American people that there is a pedophile government out there that have covered up pedophiles in our government, and we continue to pay taxes to the pedophiles. Every last one of them.
Just 2 views. Don't say no.
I don't care. They're all pedophiles. I want all of us to remember that until they release the list, we will refer to everybody in Congress, in the House, and in the White House as pedophiles. Pam Bondi, if you don't like being called a pedophile, give us the list. Cash.
That's him. His name is Stephen Akram.
Yep. Yep.
I say
Cash. What's Cash Patel's new nickname?
Cash Panatel.
Cash Panatel. Pedophile. Donald Trump.
Well, see.
No.
I'm not putting that on Cat.
I am.
I'm not. I think
What? Okay, you tell me this for everybody out there viewing.
Cat or a pederast apologist, maybe.
Nope. Only a pedophile will cover up a pedophile. Period.
That's not true.
Yeah,
That's not true, bro. Until
Yeah,
you
it
get to
is.
them heights and you look over that mountaintop and they say, "You want to see the video? Okay, here's the video." And it's you,
Oh well.
pounding out a 6-year-old.
Oh,
Like
well.
he's like, "Well, I didn't do that." It's
Well,
like,
yeah, you did. Oh well.
beat the allegations, dude.
Somebody got beat the allegation. Somebody got to fall on the sword. How y'all gonna run on? How everybody gonna be so America first? And I get it. I understand. I really got to get off here, but I understand that I sit on my computer in front of 2 people in my basement and I can talk all this shit. I understand that there's levels to this. That these people are literally maybe faced with death, right? But like that's what y'all run for. That's what y'all act like y'all are American martyrs and shit like that. Everybody pop that George Washington shit until Paul Revere come out riding saying we ride at dawn, bitches. Everybody get on your horses. It's time to rub.
Everybody say,
Washington.
"Wait, y'all was serious?"
Yeah, everybody think they George Washington until it's time to ride. So Donald Trump and also Mr. Pedophile Trump, until you fall on the sword and really save America and free America from AIPAC, you will be referred to as a pedophile, and you are also omitted from the Mount Rushmore. George Washington would have died for this shit.
And Sleepy Donald. Go play the video I just sent you on Twitter.
Shout out
get off here.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
I tagged you on Twitter. Sleepy Donald.
Yes, sir.
Sleepy Don.
We're closing with Sleepy Don. Okay, I got it right here. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, y'all.
Sleepy Don is fuck.
We are signing out.
Taken the call to action under your executive order to partner with companies across our industry to mobilize a plan to deliver 10 AP1000 reactors in the U.S. with construction to begin by 2030. This is not only critical to achieve your goals with respect to energy dominance,
I don't remember
the
water
AI race,
having
but it's a driver of massive economic benefit across our country. When we deploy a fleet aligned to your vision, we'll drive $75 billion of economic value across the United States, with $6 billion of value here in Pennsylvania. Taking the call to action under your executive order.
Can you blame them? That sounds boring as hell, man.
That's like when you was in class in like 5th grade and you trying to like stay away.
Fake stay up for sure. Fake stay up. Zach says
yeah, so Sleepy Don, we got your ass.
Sleepy Don, you either die a hero or live long enough to give yourself become a villain.
Black Knight theory, Dark Knight theory.
I think that's a perfect way. I'm gonna pin that, and that's a perfect way to end. Thanks
Either
everybody.
die a villain or live long enough to see people you actually are the villain.
Yeah, pedophiles. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We will be back on Saturday. And this is your host, Lord of Live.